Welcome, fellow fools. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Yay!
Hey!
Hello!
Hey! Cheers!
Oh god.
Ah,
I've Dr. Pepper, and it's delicious.
yeah, I got water as usual because, as Ian said
pizza,
pre-stream,
whatever I'm
I can't be
drinking.
intoxicated. Their fate is in my hands.
Meh.
So yeah, welcome back, everyone. It's been a long week for some of us, and we're so happy to be back playing D&D.
So happy to be back and not being me.
Someone's projecting.
So yeah, we have an interesting game prepared tonight, I think. So, and as usual, these yahoos will probably just throw me completely off the rails and make me improv the entire thing.
Fuck yeah!
We would never, Mr. DM. No.
No, I'm totally
But
doing that.
before we get into the madness, Ian, what are our announcements for the night?
As usual, thank you to our three great sources of music, rollforfantasy.com, Tabletop Audio, and Incompetech. They provide us with distracting music so that we forget the inevitability of Zeke killing us all.
Same.
Anyway, so as with what happened today, we were a little bit late. So if you keep up with us on Twitter and Instagram, you'll get those notifications so you know when the next time we're going to be streaming. You can see the addresses for that up on the screen pretty much throughout the entire stream. So if you can't find it, can't help you.
Yeah, done fucked up.
Other than that,
I'll be in.
I will have chat open. If there's audio issues, video issues, please let me know. I probably will not verbally respond just to keep the flow of the game going. But yeah, that's, same old, same shit, different day. Let's start rolling some dice, motherfuckers.
All right.
Also, I got a haircut.
Our little boy is looking so professional.
You're beautiful!
He's ready to go and head off into the world.
No, I'm not. Fuck that.
So, as we jump in, once again, having one of our players read the recap. So, that's, once again, Ian. Sorry. We're going to try to get more people to do it.
We're so prepared for this.
It's been a long week, guys. Bear with us.
The party was split. Two of the group encountered a tree ent and scored some magical wood while also learning about how trees are born. The others continued along the road, learning about each other, avoiding getting pooped on by a copper dragon, and inventing a new sport along the way: deer tossing. Eventually, the party joined back together and took a little bit of R&R in Olostin's hold, where Ja finally managed to craft a revolver-like rifle for himself, and Bor found a drink that numbed his face.
And Zushroth just fucking went numb.
Yeah, Zutrioth basically died.
Just like chug, chug, chug.
I don't even think you had the muscle capacity to be able to do that. It was more chug, chug, chug. Just
Hold on, I
dead.
gotta take it off for this
Oh
one.
no. Oh
No,
god. Oh, here we go.
Chug, chug.
And the dice are gone.
I heard the dice. He lost his dice again.
Fine.
Don't lose your dice. We don't want to repeat of last time.
He's okay.
Anyway.
A lot of
So-
other stuff happened along the way, but those were like the peak highlighty things that I could think of and on such short notice. So that's where we're at, and I'm gonna throw it back over to our DM so that we can get back on the road.
Okay, so as you all prepare to continue your journey, you saddle up the horses and hook up your wagon. Is there any last minute things you would like to do in Olostin's hold while you are still here?
I have all the stuff to... Jesus, it sounds like I'm peeking.
I have all this to Jesus. Walk on water.
I have all the stuff that I need for my scope, right?
Yes. I believe you have the spyglass.
Mhm.
So if memory serves, you haven't made it yet because you had a choice between making the bullets or making the scope,
Right.
and bullets help make the scope. So you have I believe we said 25 gold worth of materials left.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So that will help. You as a tinkerer and having figured out how this process works a little bit more by doing more work, realize it's probably going to take a little bit more than 25 gold to develop this, but it's a good start. But yes, you have all the materials and pre-supplies that you need.
And looking in my inventory, I don't have the bullets. Did I make those, or did I
you
not?
made
You made
30. Yeah, you made 30 bullets.
Okay, what kind of bullets are they?
They would just be bullets for for your version of, if you watch Critical Role, bad news.
Okay.
So
20 you said?
30, because
30,
you rolled
okay.
exceptionally well on that.
Sweet. But only-
Daniel
only 10.
McIntyre says that Jean needs to steal another ham before we go.
And please.
Don't mind if I do.
Thank you for the reminder.
Fucking pig with us.
Excuse me, this is mine now.
That's a pig! It's future ham!
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, is everyone good to go?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speak now, forever, or forever be on the road.
Oh, that's right, we talked about it. So I have all that wood stuff
Yes.
in my... Yeah, okay.
I am bright.
All right.
You
So-
are a little washed out.
As you make your way toward the gates and out of Olostin's hold, you find yourself leaving the now familiar sounds of the moor and landscape of the swamp behind you, as you venture into an area down the road where it's mostly flat. It's the fields on either side of the road as you make your way toward Evelyn are dotted with tree stumps, a lot of tree stumps, and you see the forest. You see the high forest, which some of you have ventured into to the south, and you see a smaller forest that borders the swamp to your north as you make your way east toward Everland. Between some scavenging by boar and the jug of endless whatever you want, you're pretty good on supplies. Is there anything anyone would like to do as you travel for the majority of the day? Because it's going to take you the majority of the day to reach Everland, if not more.
Like, can I use my wood stuff to start working on a thing?
Which thing are you
I
working
was going
on?
to say that was insanely specific.
Which of the many things that we talked about are you planning on working on first?
My thing.
Your thing? So basically a haft for whatever
Yes.
hammer or axe that you want to make.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. I will say make a... since you're doing this on the road, it's kind of bumpy. So it's not great conditions. So go ahead and make a dexterity check. Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check with your woodworker's tools. You don't have proficiency, so you're just adding your dex modifier.
Do I not?
You only have proficiency with mason tools. I mean, sorry, no, smithing tools for you.
So just add my dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. Despite the rather bumpy ride, you are start working on carving out a portion of the wood, and as it's strange, as you carve, the wood in its own strange way seems to guide how you carve out your creation, and it almost you're not especially experienced with wood carving tools, and this is roughly a new experience for you, but something in the wood makes it easier for you and almost guides your hand as you carve out this new haft.
This is fantastic.
Just watch
I even don't
carving.
waste materials.
Yep.
Guys, seen this?
But you don't. You get about maybe halfway into carving this out. You don't get the full way, but you make good progress.
After doing this for so long, my chair actually started lowering.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
He got a haircut and he got shorter.
We were
Yes.
bouncing on the road.
All right.
Oh yes, he's bouncing.
Bouncing
So
on
as
the
this is all happening,
road.
is there anything else anyone would like to do? Do, say, look for?
Is Rory complaining?
Oh, he's nonstop. No one else can hear him, but it's just nonstop. My feet hurt. Why are we moving again? It was so warm in this stable.
They're shocked.
Just gonna pat Rory on the head.
This is your fault.
Yes, it is. And you're stuck with us now.
Just
Ugh.
out of character, he doesn't have feet.
Yes, hooves.
They are
Hoovesies.
hooves.
Hoovesies.
They are different.
Really? We're gonna bring this up again?
Yes.
Boards
Until you
aren't
learn.
My nondescript limbs hurt.
Oh shit! No, he's writing something down. Fuck!
Boar dies tonight. Okay.
Yeah, Boar will just play the ukulele, try to keep everybody entertained.
Okay.
Country road.
So,
The hole.
To the place.
so going once, going twice. Anything anyone wants to do?
So that dragon yesterday was really cool.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Zutrioth had a like a panic attack of some sort.
Oh, I did too. I hate dragons.
What?
What?
So you hate yourself?
Well, he's a
don't-
dragonborn. He's not.
I guess that's fair.
You don't have no wings on him.
Don't remind me.
Ja, we have
Dragons
something.
are... Yes, the dragons are very unique with my race. Long ago, it was believed that we were their slaves. So, many of us are still slaves to some dragons, but we eventually broke free.
I hate that word.
Did some dragons even have cults formed around them, as I have unfortunately encountered?
As if I.
I
I'm
they
part
don't
of a
taste
dragon
very good.
cult.
They taste undead.
A little game.
Of course, word.
I mean, I may have had some dragon too. Very old, rotted.
Ew.
You guys are fucked up.
It's kind of cannibalism, half cannibalism, but
It's not half cannibalism. It's full just cannibalism.
Just because
Get
it's
hungry.
right doesn't mean it's not cannibalism.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you. Dragons are
Ew.
big, right? Ja.
yes.
So, I know that my ma was an orc and my pa was a human.
Okay.
How does that work?
You don't even know
Well-
what the birds and the bees are.
I keep trying to tell them that, but they just say no, so... But the thing about Dragonborn is, some scholars believe that we are descendants from dragons, but others say we are from a event called the Spell Plague, if I'm correct in my knowledge. It happened eons ago, but... We used to be of a different race, and we transformed into these draconic forms. But you shouldn't be asking me about that. I barely know much about anything, except for stuff.
So there are some magical hoodoo voodoo going on, not a
I was about to say that's a little bit
Now, see, if you're talking about breeds of dragons, then yes, dragons have bred with other races. These races are known as half-dragons. They can be bred with orcs, tieflings, humans even. They tend to look more draconic in nature, and they have tails like me, but they're usually larger in appearance, and they don't have a breath weapon such as myself.
Have you ever
They do have dark
sneezed
vision.
and accidentally, like, fried something?
Oh, many times. I once did that to my sister. She did not appreciate that.
I'm happy I'm a dwarf.
My kind is actually referred to as Ganassi. I don't think I've ever said that before. But basically it's half genie, half usually human.
Do you have a lamp?
Damn it, she beat me to it!
You know, I had been wondering about the hair.
I just thought you had an
Can I
unfiltered.
rub it?
The
Do I get
hair
3
of the lens.
wishes?
3 wishes, please.
I think she wants to rub your head.
Do you come
I
in
could
blue?
use some wishes. There
I
are
mean,
some water
he's the-
elementals.
Use the color red.
Some Ganassi are born from genies and other races, but some Ganassi are actually from elemental energy seeping into our realm and kind of having some effect on some creatures. They're much more rare, and they were a bit more prevalent a while ago, but my kind is semi-rare anyway. So,
Kelpie, are you you got any cool, backstory with your ma or pa kind of putting things where they shouldn't?
fucking
Was one of your parents red and one of one white?
What?
I mean, you're pink. I mean, you make
Yeah?
pink with red and white.
God, you're racist.
Very racist.
How is that racist?
You
Dude.
racist?
I can't
I'm
even spell
ashamed.
that.
Oh, my bad.
You
I'm
don't-
sorry. I just assume colors here.
Yeah, don't assume colors. God.
What if she's blue, huh?
Kellenvort?
All of a sudden have the wanted desire to exterminate an entire race of people.
Well,
I have.
He
Okay.
just pipes up from the back of the cart. I have.
Hello,
You bet your ass!
Hello, me. Pick me. That's all you're gonna get.
And that's all
We
they
didn't
deserve.
get anything out of you at all.
Yeah, I was the one who said most of it.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna get.
Well, looks like I'm right. Her parents were white and pink, or white and red. There you go. Dad was red, mom was white.
What if they were
White
both pink?
He's really light pink.
Well, I like my way better.
You can't drink away your sorrows.
I'm a
I can try.
dwarf.
I am.
I'm a dwarf. I can do whatever I want with beer. More beer!
Yeah, working on it.
Okay. So, as the day is spent, just wallowing in pain and drowning it out with alcohol, apparently, and discovering new things about each other, you eventually, as night starts to fall, you eventually do find your way to the city of Everland. You see large stone walls as it comes up in the distance, and you even you see, those of you who are more keen of eye see figures walking along the walls with spears and shields. You see from the few tallest buildings that are poking over the walls, you see steeply pitched rooftops and tall spires with colorful banners. Towards the far, I believe. eastern side of the city, there's a tall tower that has a reflective mirror on top that has a half moon mirror. What are you guys? I just saw this for a second. I was like, what is that?
I am a tower.
Well, the tall. I was face palming because Eluine spelled tiefling wrong.
Tiefling.
I did spell tiefling wrong.
But yeah, we were being the high pitched roofs.
Gotcha. You see the gates are still open despite it being the latter part of the evening. Sorry,
Yeah!
Yeah!
The revelry in the city has already started for the night, and you can hear it even
Go
from this far
team!
outside the gates. But you see a long line of other carriages and carts just packed to the brim with mercantile goods, and some people around them, some dressed in fine silks and have an air of self-importance around them, and also their employees in lesser clothing and scurrying around trying to make sure everything about the business actually runs smoothly while they wait for their turn to enter the city.
It's so pretty, I want one.
Don't think that's how it works, Copy, but
Steal it for me!
you can't steal a city.
What?
I mean-
No, the coats!
Oh, my bad.
We can
Anything's possible.
technically steal the city.
We could take it over. I'm pretty sure we could
Did you got
overpower
plug
pretty much
scissors?
everyone here.
I mean, we just go up to like their leader and be like, yo, give me the city. And they'll be like, oh yeah, here, I'll pass over to Dean's for the city.
You have no idea how cities work, do you?
No.
That's totally how it works.
It is.
Yo,
Got looks for
boy.
dragons.
I want Kelpie to go to a dwarven city. We'll see how well that works out for her.
It'll work out perfectly fine.
No, it won't.
She
Yes,
comes
it
back
will.
with like one hand and 3 fingers left.
Dwarves? Ah, we'll cheat her.
This many.
That many.
This many.
I killed this many people.
Before Kelpie's putting it down, you just see Boar just like,
Oh, you have more than you did before.
I was counting those.
And I lost count.
That seems about right to me.
So it takes about an hour for you to get close to the front of the line. And as you're going, you see a man dressed in a armored in a breastplate and a little bit of chain beneath, helmet with a big plume on top.
I want that too.
John, control your thing.
Two regular guardsmen flanking him and watching over this as another guardsman keeps a list of people coming into the city and what goods they're bringing in and other information just to keep track of the people in and out of the city. As you pull up the guard with the paper, Holt, what's your business here?
We are looking for the Harpers. We have news from Tribor.
The Harpers. It's not a word most people would throw around so nonchalantly. He kind of looks over his shoulder at the head guard and just kind of nods. He's like, "Well, do you have any goods, or what are you bringing into the city? Who are you?"
I've got wood.
We're adventurers. We have
Gross.
mostly magical items, maybe some potions. Nothing.
Wow, give away all of our secrets.
I lived on my
Potion
stone.
Yeah,
sellers.
seriously.
That's
Alright.
what we had.
We're
I
not
have
selling nothing.
He
if
kind
that's
of
the case.
looks. He looks to the head, to what seems to be the head guard again for direction, and the head guard now, kind of with a cocked head, is like, "Move on. Can I have a name? Like, you said you are adventurers. Do you call yourselves anything?"
Jackson.
What?
He doesn't
What?
speak for us.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
We're a bit foolish. Write us down as the fools.
For real.
the fools.
The fools.
Very well.
I'm not included in that.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
Damn
yeah.
it.
I'm not a fool.
Move on through. Move
Wait.
along.
As he passed
Very
by,
well.
he's the ringleader.
He just kind of looks confused and is very off-put by this strange group of people. So as you enter the city, as you see the lampposts people starting to light lampposts and torches as lights go on inside different houses. You can see the streets are very wide and clean. They're wide enough to accommodate like large caravan vehicles. This seems to be a very mercantile-based community. You do see groups of soldiers patrolling not only the walls but the streets, almost as if trying to give off a sense of reassurance to the citizens and visitors, as well as hopefully discourage any intrusion. So the city looks very well kept, stately, and maintained. Like the pitched rooftops and tall spires you saw earlier are present even more now as some of the shorter buildings come into view. So yeah, you are currently in the city of Everland. What
Wow.
would you like to do?
It's so pretty.
City feels like I'm not going to get attacked in the first 5 seconds of being in it.
What's the demographic here?
Sorry?
Like, what race are here?
You see humans, a few in between dwarves. You see every now and then a halfling or two. You think you see one gnome scurry past, but you didn't get a great look. But it's mostly you do see a few elves. But it is a fairly human based community.
Gross.
I feel you, bud. I feel you.
What time is it?
It's probably right about dinner time, to be honest. It took y'all most of the day to get here.
I say we shack
I'm
up the
so
horses
hungry.
and find something to eat.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's find a tavern.
It's
Agreed.
party like it's night.
So,
Looking for a tavern.
looking for a tavern? Well, you already know the name of one.
We do.
Danivar's house, which is where you were directed by Dorothra to visit when you were here in the city.
I don't think I
Did
was there for
we
that.
get a
I was not
name
there for
for
that
who we were
episode.
looking for?
Yes,
Zutroth
you're supposed to give the who was there because that was just Zutroth. So Zutroth, you were told to give the badge to Dral Thelev, a one-eyed half orc.
It's okay.
Boar has family!
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right.
Too soon.
So we
Wow.
got a badge, right?
Yeah, you have the badge which has the insignia of Tribor printed on it.
Okay.
I
need
want
his
food.
Name one more time.
Do you need the name of the tavern or the man?
The man.
Dral Thelev.
Draw the live.
What's the name of the place?
You want me to flag somebody down to ask?
Danivar's house.
No need.
Okay.
All right. Let's get to that tavern. See if we can find it. Unless that's what you were asking, if we should ask for.
Yeah, flag somebody down to see where the hell we're going. This is a big place.
Yeah,
You're right.
and I've got tiny legs.
I will look for the shortest person and yell at them.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yes, my turn.
What do you yell is more important.
Give me 1 second. Okay. So you do see one of the many elven, well dressed silks and robes and very self-important kind of posh, just going about his business as he's walking through the town.
Hey, Sunshine.
Are you referring to me?
Where'd you get your coat?
It was made.
No
By-
shit.
Really? Are you sure?
Guys, shut up. By who?
I needed to ask him a question. What you doing butting in?
It was
Let
made
go.
by Televria Luska.
Television guy.
Try to
Kiss
say
that
that
mother
3
with that
times
mouth.
fast.
Gesundheit. What?
Televria Luska. He's a very prominent elven coat maker
Okay, thank you.
and
buddy has
other fine garments.
Hey, Zudroth, real quick, what's the name of that place we're trying to find?
My buddy has a question for you.
Danavar's house.
Danavar's house. 4.
Danavar's house. Can you direct us which way that is?
I believe it's across the river and a little bit to the west. Just follow the edge of the river on the other side and you should find it.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it, Sunshine.
Thanks.
As he moves away.
See you, Twinkle Toes.
You see the elf kind of look over its shoulder at you and like look around and then just kind of flip you the bird.
Arr!
As the cart strolls away, I'm just like, quit antagonizing the fucking locals.
It's a
No.
Only elf
quit
I like so
antagonizing
far
the
is,
locals.
you know,
I don't want it.
It won't do us any favors.
Arr.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It won't do us any favors.
But it's
All right.
fun.
Where are we going? Cause it's getting dark.
We're going to Danavar's house, so we go
Over
across
the river to the west.
Follow.
What you said?
So you follow the road north. As you were coming into the city, the road curved from just going east to just going north. So as you follow the road north, you come to a pretty wide bridge that spans this great river. Pretty wide. You see on both sides of the river there are docks, and you can even see just past a bend in the river down the cityscape is another bridge to kind of the northeast. But you walk over the bridge and see all the different docks and boats, and you see people doing business on the docks and people taking goods to and from different parts of the city across this bridge. And you make your way into a large open market, tents and stalls and everything set up. Most of them looking to be closing at the time, but there are still a few that are set up.
What's the bridge made out of?
It's mostly stone and wood. Like if you kind of look over the edge, you can tell like the
Support pillars?
yes, the support and the main of it is mainly stone. There does look to be wood that has been overlaid over the stone, and the railings attached in look to be made of wood as well.
Do I see any places that look interesting to shop around at one day? Like any blacksmithing weapon shops as we're going through the marketplace?
Make a perception check.
Doctor,
Actually, this would be investigation since you're looking for something specific.
I really wish it was the other one.
Can
Sorry.
I have advantage since I'm probably going to try to do the same thing?
Yeah, you can either do the same or you can give him advantage.
Oh, I'm going to roll better than him. I got a nat 20.
I think your dice are loaded.
You
Nope.
do. As you're walking
New
around,
dice. We need new dice.
let's see. I don't believe you were with them at the time, but you do see a very tall and brightly mismatched, colorful
Mismatched?
tint.
He pulled the max.
Full of masks. Mismatched, colorful tint. Very tall and very thin. It doesn't seem to have a lot of area mass to it, but it catches your eye. It's very colorful and in a weird way. The colors shouldn't go together. It's a lot of random greens and yellows and reds and oranges and purples and blacks, and all the colors you could ever think of are just patched into this one tint. And yet, strangely, it seems to go nicely together.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look at that.
That looks so cool.
You look around and you get the feeling that if there is a an armory of some sort, a blacksmithy, you might find them selling wares here. You do see a few people similar to Oath of Ours Hold, where they were selling like the more civilian-based products here. But if you get the feeling if you want to find the actual smithy, you're gonna have to go looking for it.
Okay. All right.
I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but yeah, up until tomorrow, I'm good to go.
So you follow the docks west as you were told, and you kind of just skirt along the riverside until finally you find yourself in front of kind of a patch of like a grove of trees that just go along the rest of the riverside, and then on the corner of a kind of a three-way intersection, you see right directly on the corner, you see a big sign that just says Danavar's house.
Let's go in.
Let us go.
I agree.
Yep.
Sure, I'm down.
Okay.
Yep.
So you walk inside, and it's a very lively atmosphere. People are jovially drinking. Music goes on in the corner. People are drinking and telling jokes. You hear laughing in the corner, and people just seem to be having a good time and just living it up. Like the cares of the outside world are not a part of this place at all.
What's being played in the corner?
Mostly what you can hear right now. A little bit of a fiddle and drums and some other stuff.
This place.
I want to go join them.
Hyped up.
Okay. You walk over, and they're kind of in their own groove, playing their own melody. You can make a performance check to see if you can copy the melody and play along.
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Okay, make a performance check.
Damn, I got a good one. Okay. Oh, that's a 24.
24. So you kind of listen for a while, and like not using your ukulele at first, just kind of figure out what notes they're using and the repeating order. It's not a very complicated song, but you sort of strum along with them, and the guy playing the fiddle notices and kind of looks over while he's playing. It's like kind of gives you a smile and a wink, and just keeps playing and says nothing as you kind of play along with them.
I'm happy.
The rest of you do notice at the bar there is a large, somewhat larger than even boar, a large half orc with like one eye. Doesn't have an eye patch, just a large scar over one eye, and it's closed.
He looks intimidating.
But he's just kind of cleaning out a mug and talking jovially to different people in the tavern.
I walk over to him and try and get his attention.
I'm gonna follow.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I kind of hush my voice and lean in a little bit. I'm looking for Dural Thalev of the Harpers.
Oh, I'm not part of the Harpers, but that is me if you're looking for.
My mistake. Is there any time or place that we should talk a bit more privately? It's regarding Tribor.
Oh, I'm sure whatever you want to say, you can say here, and I'm happy to talk about anything.
All right. I show him the badge, and Darathra had told us to seek you out to notify you of some giant problems they seem to be having, and it seems to be recurring throughout the hold.
John, watch the bar for me. Follow me into the back. And is that big guy with you too?
He's yeah, he's with us. He's having fun. I'll
If he's coming with you, he needs to come now.
Bar!
Or
Ah! All right, keep it on, fellas.
As what the flute and the fiddle player nod to you again, playing. You are kind of shuffled into a back room, and you see Joel over by a. It's fairly spacious enough. It's enough to where you all get in. But you're almost in a special type of cellar. As you see him shuffling around with different bottles, like, oh, frick, where is it? I know I had it here. Frick, eventually, he's like, found it, and he pulls out a large bottle of a spirit of some sort. And you look, and it's actually a white wine. And he takes out little small wooden cups and sits down 6 of them, one for each of you, and he just pours it into each. And he's like, "Well, can't discuss business without a drink."
I heard that.
thank you.
Get out of whiskey.
Can I insight check this guy? Because I don't really trust someone.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll
I don't
insight.
drink.
I'll take hers.
He's a good guy.
You have anything more not sparkly?
Well, based on that badge you just gave me, I'm pretty sure this is the drink you're gonna want to take.
Alrighty then.
I grab
I'll
it
give
down the
Kelpie's
hatch.
back.
Okay, so as Zutroth downs the entire thing, Zutroth, wow, that's really good. That's really good. But it kind of settles in your stomach, a little weird. But nothing seems to happen. And as you turn to look at the rest of your party members, everyone else, you see his form shimmer kind of, and then as he disappears.
That was cool. Kelpie, here you go.
And
You're talking about
once more, Boar.
What?
And you see Drell. Oh, that's funny. It's always funny to see different people's faces when they drink for the first time. Oh, don't get your worry in a twist. You want to go see the Harpers? This is the way to do it.
Ellie, go.
You
Ellie,
tell
drink it.
any of you tell anybody I drink this?
You
shit.
drink it first.
Fine, fuck it. I down mine.
Yeah, cheers. Ellie, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, you all. Ellie, do you drink it? Okay, the other two of you. Ellie, you're just there alone, and Drow's kind of like, what? It's just a little teleportation magic.
I didn't make this plan. I'm gonna sit back and get a real drink.
All right. Well, if you don't want to join your friends, come on to the front.
Yep, we'll do.
So,
Too late.
so
the party!
we'll come back to him later. Starting with Zutroth. Zutroth, you immediately, as 1 second you're looking at your party, the next you kind of you're jolted, and then you kind of in face first on the wooden floor, different from the one you were just at, much cleaner. And you kind of look up, and there's just bookshelves and all these statues and scrolls and oh no, it's more winged cats as they just kind of fly from one bookshelf to the other. And right as you're getting up, Boar right on top of you.
Oh,
Hey, how you doing,
God
bud?
damn it, Boar. I'm doing good, but could be better.
Hey.
And then you
Nope,
and then
grab
both
him,
you hear
roll. Grab him and roll.
Zorkon on the floor too.
No!
Did I dodge it? Did I like tuck and
Yeah,
roll
you
with
dodged
Zutra
him.
fast enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
And then, as a dragonborn and a tiefling land on the dwarf.
Oh, you're so
welcome,
fat.
Wow, that's rude.
Not
Very
you, the
rude.
dragon.
You make a
Not
good
fat.
landing.
You ate a
Or I'm
whole
so
ham.
glad you fucking moved.
Fluffy.
Thanks.
Not fluffy. You're made of scales.
But yeah, you all start to look around, and you have appeared in some sort of parlor.
Kelpie cast
you see
detect magic.
the whole place lights up.
Ah, Kelpie stuffs it all in her bag.
This is why you don't drink frilly drinks.
You see like really ostentatious furniture, really decorated things, and
Yeah,
you
is
see
the
a
furniture lighting up?
some of it is.
Wait! Kelpie goes over and pokes a chair.
Kelpie, why are you poking chairs?
Because it's lighting up, duh!
Nothing seems to happen at the moment, and as you poke a chair, Maple out of your coat, and just like flies off and starts playing with the other Tressum. Like, there's roughly a dozen, well now 13 Tressum in this room.
She's gonna
Just
kind
kind
of Maple.
I am not.
You look around for a bit, and then you start hearing like, hello!
Oh dear God, not another one.
Toad, is that you?
Who's Toad? As you see a slightly hunched, old human in very long, green robes that kind of trail behind him. Monocles on, but one is like larger than the other. Who are you?
You're up.
I hold up the badge and just.
Oh, the badge is gone. Drell took that.
Oh, okay. I just kind of. Well, I guess I just say, well, I'm here from Tribor. Darathra sent us. She said you would be able to help us with help them with a giant problem.
Oh, Darathra sent you. I haven't heard from her in forever. Oh, we forgot about her.
Oh.
So nice to meet you.
Likewise, good sir.
So.
Yeah.
Oh. My name's Corwin. Corwin Valhara at your service.
Zutra.
Corwin?
Corwin?
Corwin Valhara.
Zutra.
Harro.
Val blah blah blah.
I am the resident archmage of this tower. And you are?
I'm Zutra. I am an envoy of
Ooh,
Kelp.
I haven't seen one of you in a while. You this with the skin. You do that thing with the fire.
I cast produced flame. Just have a little fireball
Very
and
nice.
and extinguish it.
And
I can do that too.
She can.
Oh,
I can do it with my sword.
Put that away, Boar.
Oh.
you're a fiery lot, I guess.
Not me. I like the cold variety.
Oh.
I can do that too.
Screw you!
Stop showing off.
I'm losing track of people. So, Zutrath,
Yes, sir.
Boar.
Boar,
Hi,
Who's next?
Kelpie.
Kelpie. Who are you with the purple? Well, that's a new
Jaw.
color. Jaw. And you, the short one.
Shithead.
I'm not short. I'm a dwarf, and it's Zorkon.
Shithead.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. And at this point, you all notice you have a party member missing.
Where all pointy ears go?
Kelpie,
We'll find
where'd
him.
you put the elf?
What the fuck?
You wouldn't happen to be able to bring him here.
Nope.
Nope. All right. We'll find him later.
Well,
So-
I guess I'll have to fit him in later.
Well,
I guess
he's
we
lost.
should be to business.
So, if you're here because Drather sent you, oh no, that means Tribor got attacked.
It did indeed.
Yep.
Ah,
Yes.
Every every other week somebody comes, the Giants are coming, I know! Ugh. You think we got enough? You think we haven't noticed a bunch of 20-foot tall people trapezing around the north? Jeez.
Have you not? It's an
They
honest question.
Knock out the staff.
I guess I deserve that.
Roll
Yeah.
Well,
If Dorothea sent you, did she? What did she say exactly?
well, she just wanted us to check in with your link with Dorothea, and if you're still in contact, make sure that everything is all right on the giant front, and if you're aware of it, if there's any growing issues with it.
Well, it is a little sketchy right now, but I have it on good authority that we're trying to get things under control. In fact, we're not the only ones. If rumor are to be believed, everyone's in on it. The Lord's Alliance, the Harpers, the Emerald Enclave, as I can see some of you.
Yeah.
What?
Aye.
Yep.
That's us, Kelpie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm new to this.
You're very honorary, it seems.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, she's just one of the bunch.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
Well, so, is that the only thing? That we'll do our best to send some more agents that way, but we're stretched pretty thin.
I mean, we did end up killing 2 of them.
Well, good. Wait, you're adventurers. I like adventurers.
We like
You
us
got...
too.
You got a name?
We're still working on that, I think.
I guess we're going by the fools. From what we gave the gatekeeper.
Well,
I did not sign on to that, but
it's a temporary name.
No, it's not.
I mean, I was about the mighty not 6.
The mighty 5 currently.
Sounds kind of familiar.
We've only really been a group for maybe a month or so. We weren't sure if we were going to be staying as we are, so maybe we'll get back to you.
Fools it is.
Shit.
God damn it!
So, actually,
What did I do?
I'm blaming you. You're not here.
That's fair. That's fair.
they also mentioned that we might be able to get some assistance with transportation. Currently, we're headed towards the the dwarven hold of
Silver Moon.
No,
That's
Citadel Felbar.
Yeah.
We're headed to Citadel Felbar, but I was wondering if we head back over here, would we be able to get some help heading to what's that hold that we were going to?
We want to go to Xantharl's Keep after all this is said and done.
Well, you have done a service for us, and well, it's all hands on deck right now with all the giants roaming around.
I have 2 hands.
Yes, I can see that. We might have a little something. Are any of the rest of you a part of any of the various organizations?
I am part of the Order of the Order of the Dead, I believe, is what called would say.
Ooh, Kalimvor's lot. Haven't seen one of you around in a while.
No,
You've been
Those
fairly
like some of them
quiet.
dead things.
Well, I knew about the Order of the Gauntlet. They've been fairly active and cooperative lately. In fact, everyone has. Even the Black Network has been fairly cooperative. It's a bit creepy.
You're not there. Don't worry. You don't need to slump into your
Don't worry
chair.
about it. I've done nothing wrong. Yet.
So,
If we were to return at actually, I guess we should ask, where are we now? Because I know.
Oh, you're still in the same city.
Oh, beautiful.
I assume Drow's the one that got you here.
He made
Some of
me
us,
drink
yeah.
wine.
What's wrong with wine?
I'm
He's
a dwarf. We don't do wine.
Me, I do anything that has alcohol in it.
Fair enough. I do have something that could help. Follow me, as he takes you kind of up the stairs of this tower, and you notice as you go out of this room, there's 4 different doorways, each into what look to, and you can see as you're climbing the tower, you look out a window and you notice this is a fairly strangely built tower. From what you can tell, it seems to be 4 different towers built and connected to each other very closely.
Are we in the air?
Well, we're about 4 stories up.
Oh. Okay.
But he takes you. It's weird. He takes you up some stairs, and then you go over, and then you go down another flight of stairs, and it's kind of like a confusing maze of corridors and stairs. But eventually, I'm not lost. It's just we didn't design this very well.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lost?
Go ahead.
He seems to know where he's going.
Eventually, you do make it to a room that he opens, and sitting. He opens it, and the first thing you notice is to your immediate left there is there's a young man sitting in a chair. Just
I want to like.
But before you can do anything, you just see him look over and whack with the bottom of the staff. Wake up!
Never fucking mind.
and you see, oh, it does my nose.
Shouldn't have been sleeping.
Master Corwin. I was like, how many times am I gonna tell you not to sleep on the job? Hey. So, as he gestures to the floor, this is our preferred mode of travel, and you look down and there's a large circle. This is a large circular room, and there's a large circle drawn on the floor with a bunch of runes and other sigils carved into the floor that you can see. This is our teleportation network.
Huh. Do you have?
What's it?
Do you have? Does it have? Is it linked to specific nodes, or can you point it somewhere?
Oh yeah, we have the way teleportation works is you have to draw certain circles in certain ways to get to certain places. We have some permanent ones set up. We have one here. We have one in Yartar. We have one in Mirabar. We have one in Neverwinter, Waterdeep, and Loudwater. And there's a photo I'll send to you guys so you can be able to keep track of all this. And he actually hands one of you a scroll, and you see like the different circles and like a web of connections that go to each one.
Hey, that mirror bar is actually pretty close to that dwarf we're supposed to hunt down.
Well, if we come back here after we're done with our business in so bad with names, man. What's the Dwarven Keep?
Corwin.
Citadel
Felbar.
Once we're done with Citadel Felbar, would we be able to head over to Mirabar?
Oh yeah, sure. Whenever you need.
Awesome.
Do we need to go talk to the other big green guy like me to get up here, or is there another way?
Oh no, you can just come in through the front door.
Front doors.
There's a front door?
Where?
Downstairs.
We didn't get to experience downstairs.
Well, we gotta have a little bit of secrecy. Takes all the fun out of it.
You know what? It was kind of fun. Kind of.
We had one elf. We have one elf that would agree with the secrecy being fun. And maybe
Why did someone mention me?
Feel a disturbance in the forest.
So, Zutroth, is that all we need to do was deliver that message and we're...
Pretty much. Now we can be off to our business, I suppose.
As he leads you back into the foyer, he looks up. It's like 1, 2, 3. Why are there more than there was?
More what?
What?
There are more cats.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
Mabel!
one of them's ours.
And Mabel, and down to your shoulder. Oh no, they're multiplying.
Maple is mine.
Ow!
We found them in a ruined house, thanks to the giants.
Oh, that's sad. Make sure it doesn't stay here. I have enough as it is. In fact, you want another one?
No.
Yes.
No.
We don't need another one.
Yes.
No.
We have enough animals on this journey.
I'll take
Come
one.
to me.
Yes,
Oh,
you
no.
do.
Yes.
Woo. Yes, you do.
You shut the fuck up, you're not here.
If
Three
you
yeses
would
for
like
2
to
no's.
offload one. If you'd like to offload one, I would keep one.
Great. As another one kind of floats down. Another one kind of down. And this one's Maple's fairly like orange and black. This one's a very gray scale and dark
Brookie and Bree.
dark brownish color. So yeah, it flies down and kind of lands in your shoulder.
Just
Zutroth.
scratch on the ear.
Where is it?
You can. It doesn't. It just kind of like you try to scratch his ear and it kind of leans away from you and just it's more curious at this point than anything, and it's not really sure about you yet.
I'd just let it smell my hand if it so chooses to be familiar.
Make a charisma check.
Does it have a name? Do you have a name?
Wait, do you have proficiency with animal handling?
Yes.
He
I
wasn't
don't
asking
know.
you.
No, okay. So just make a straight charisma check.
Okay. That would be. Oh, that was a 9, so 11.
A 9?
11. 11.
It just 11. It flies away and lands on. At this point, it lands on Boar's shoulder.
Well, hello there.
All of a sudden, Zutroth bursts into flames.
I'd like to rage, please.
I guess I'll kind of hold out a green sausage and see what happens.
Make a charisma check. Wait, do you have advantage on animal handling?
Proficiency.
I do not.
Sorry,
but
proficiency.
No.
Okay, so just make a straight d20 roll and add your charisma.
My charisma. Oh, okay. 11.
11. As you kind of reach out to his same thing, and it kind of floats away and lands on Kelpie's head.
Oh, hello. Can it
She
talk?
can actually talk to it.
Oh, that's right. You people are weird, and it flies away again.
Wait, I know we are. Come back.
At this point, it's already flown over and landed on Jaw.
I
Oh.
don't think that one liked us. Would you like to try another?
I'm going to attempt to pet it.
Make a charisma check.
Hey, fun fact, I'm proficient
I was
in
about to
animal
say.
handling.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I do.
This is just a charisma check, but you do have advantage on the roll.
Oh, advantage, you say? Okay. Natural 20. Okay.
Natural 20? You reach out to scratch it behind the ear, and for the first time, it's like, okay. and lets you pet it.
Jocka pussy.
It's the only time he does.
You people are weird.
So, flying cats aside, where is the best place to get a drink?
You were there a few seconds ago.
Makes sense. Can I go back?
Yeah, it's right down the street.
What? We could have walked here?
It's no
That's what he's-
fun if we just let whoever walk in the front door.
It was kind of cool. Admit it was
You
cool.
don't have to let people in through the front door.
It was cool.
Let
I
him know
enjoyed it.
if it's fun.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Hey, if you come down to the tavern, I'll buy you a drink.
Probably not a good idea.
Sounds like some old man knows how to party.
Not much of a drinker.
No, the Moon Lord wasn't happy with the damage repairs.
Now I
Note to
really want
self.
to drink with you.
Party with wizard.
I got 10 gold for you if you come down.
Not now, Boar. We'll get him next time.
All right.
We'll get him on the way back.
Okay, fine. By the way, Kelpie has some of the best beer you'll ever taste in your life.
I do.
We don't need him to lose his tower.
Jug.
As you pull out the jug, it's like, oh, I have one of those.
Beer.
Bloop.
Here you go.
Dibs.
I mean, I got my own.
Dibs.
He pulls it out and go. He pulls it out and goes acid. Bloop. It just kind of
know what?
hisses.
You can't drink acid.
Kind of steps away a little bit.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have one of them that you'd be able to give me that's maybe smaller? You know, travel size? Can you make me one?
How much gold you got?
I can't count.
How much would it cost?
So, I'll just
Wait,
hold my
Borscht,
bag out to
how
him
much
and
would
let
it
him-
cost?
To make things easier, I have
these.
make it easy on you. I have 225 gold, and Boar can pay me back at a later date.
No, I've got gold. It's just Boar can't count.
Right, but to sort it out a bit
On
easier for someone who
average?
might not want to deal with you.
A magic item like this would take anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 gold.
You guys are poor shit.
For something,
Right.
for something smaller, I don't want a big one. Just, you know, like
Oh yeah, then like 1,000 gold.
Well, we might come back later.
How much could they sell for?
About the same,
Oh.
but they're darn useful.
Can you use them to fabricate potions?
No, but
Damn.
you can use it to do this. And he dumps the acid out on the floor and just eats through the floor.
I must admit,
What?
it does seem pretty awesome.
As he just snaps his finger and the boards mend themselves back together.
Does it work with lava?
I don't think so.
Kelpie,
You
give me
do
a
like-
drink it. You can find out.
Drink the lava.
Poison, acid, water. It's the usual liquids.
Hmm.
Acid
This
is
is
lava.
the
usually
usual
liquid.
liquid?
Yeah.
Oh,
There.
Right? I guess so.
why the fuck not?
It is now.
What about this feline upon my shoulder? What is it mine?
Yeah. That's the only one you're getting. I do kind of like my cats.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Does that one have a name?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Must not like him
That's
too
a weird
much.
name for a cat.
I know, right?
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope.
Nope, bro.
You just say nope, and then 12 cats just fly. Every time he sees a cat, nope. Then they just like him anyway.
I may be back to see if you can make one of them, but smaller.
Alright. So, do you need to use the teleportation circle anytime soon?
Well,
How long will it take us to get to Citadel Felbar?
well, no, hold on.
Citadel
Hold on. We do still need to make a pit stop in Silvery Moon.
Silvery moon.
And that's on the way to Citadel Felbar.
Oh, yeah,
Aye.
nice.
Can you get us a Silvery Moon from here, or would it be easier for us to go to Citadel and then come back?
We don't have a teleportation circle to Silvery Moon. That's kind of redundant since it's only about a day or two away.
So can we go to Silvery Moon and then the other place? Then use a teleportation circle there?
We don't have a teleportation circle at Citadel Felbar either.
How do you make one of these?
You gotta be a really powerful spellcaster, and you gotta take a couple of days.
Oh, don't look at
I'm
me.
really powerful.
She can summon a lot of wolves.
A druid.
Yeah.
I hate you.
What?
That escalated excessively.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
It's nice to see other spellcasters. I have to deal with knights all the time. And bards.
Yeah, fuck bards.
How often do you see
Hey!
paladins?
Hey!
Every now and then.
Every now and then. Okay.
Is there any sort of work that I could do to maybe knock down the cost of one of them drinky things before we go?
What do you need a drinky thing for? I
I
already
want
have
free
one.
alcohol!
Yeah, just ask.
What if you leave us again?
What? I left you for like a day.
Too long!
You're telling me.
Oh my god.
It's just a simple question if I can knock it down to something a little more
You're
affordable.
gonna waste 1,000 gold on something I already have?
Yeah!
Why? Then just buy it from me. God.
Yeah, they're just too big.
As you guys are arguing, you see him kind of like thinking for a moment. I forgot! And he runs over to a shelf and starts digging around. And he starts digging around. He's like, and he finally pulls out a little wooden coffer. And he brings it over. Darathra sent me this a couple of years ago for emergencies, and I figured you'd get more use out of it than I would.
What is it?
If you open it up, it's a box with 6 scrolls in it.
I can't read. Someone wanna...
I grabbed the box and just kind of
So
rifle through them.
you see there's a scroll of dispel magic, a scroll of fly, a scroll of magic weapon, sending, tongues, and water breathing.
I hand those over to Kelpie.
Yay!
More spells for Kelpie.
More spells for me. Stuff them in my bag.
Hopefully
Write
those
all
will be
those
helpful.
down.
Thank you.
I do appreciate that.
So,
Wait, what were they?
Knew that would happen.
Yep.
you got fly,
Dispel magic.
right?
Fly.
Magic weapon.
Someone's paying attention.
Water breathing. And probably one more that I'm forgetting. 2 more that I'm forgetting.
You also got one of sending and one of
What?
tongues. Sending.
Like, I send you mail.
Still gonna send it.
It's
Pretty much.
It's like the message spell, but it's got like infinite range.
Oh.
Well, same plane range.
Yes.
Tools.
You mean of existence?
And tongues.
Well, you have multiple planes, like
I spelled tongues wrong. but
It's a
whatever.
long rabbit hole that we're not gonna go down right now.
Okay. That's for later in the campaign.
after the stream.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm adding my new feline friend to D&D Beyond. Please sponsor us. And apparently,
Tressum are not in the basic pack. I have it because I have Storm King's Thunder, and I am saving up money to get the DM subscription so I can send that stuff to you guys, so you don't have to create random stuff. But I will send you that card after the end.
sweet. Well, I just find it funny that I could have an adult blue dragon as a pet.
Sex
Challenge
You just gotta be
accepted.
real persuasive.
I need one too.
What's your dragon handling ability at?
Say, Fine fellow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know of, Actually, do you think we can talk in private?
Ja, what are you doing?
Nothing of your concern.
As he snaps his fingers and another door that you weren't really paying attention to pops open. Right this way.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in. I think I know what this conversation is about, so the rest of you, if you could remove your headphones.
What?
Give us a.
I'm gonna go get another drink then.
I mean, I could just
I'll
type
give
it.
you a wave when we're good. Okay.
You wouldn't happen to have any, blue dragon scales, would you?
Not particularly. Can I ask what for?
Back in my home, we used to have these creatures. They were summoned, sort of dragon-like creatures. They, I just spaced on the name. But
I did too.
But I was wondering if you happen to know of anyone who would have such items, blue dragon scales to be exact. I happen to have 3 on my person, and I believe I need 6.
I think I know the sort of beast you're talking about, and you need quite a bit more than just a few. I think it's upwards of 50.
That's a lot.
It's quite a spell to summon it.
Indeed.
If you were to get the materials, I'm sure I could dig up the process, but I'm afraid I can't provide the materials.
Well, then if I happen to find the materials, then I know where to venture back to.
That is the case.
Thank you for your service.
Okay. So you both... Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. So you both walk back into the room.
I have been summoned by jazz hands.
I didn't know jazz hands would be
So
this.
you all see Ja and Corwin walk back into the room. Well, is there anything else anyone needs?
Did you fuck?
No.
Any
Oh, that's an image I'm never gonna get out of my head.
Gross.
I was kind of talking at the time, so I missed it, but I'm sure I'll see it later.
Yeah, you will.
Is there any good places to shop for armor, weapons, and the like while we're still in town? Any place that we should see
Things.
while we're here in this great city of yours?
Well, the Bell Market, toward the center of the city, you probably would have had to cross through there on the way here.
Alright.
You never know what you're going to find there. If you're looking for armor or weapons, the
Always looking for something
armory...
new to kill stuff with.
Yeah, that would be toward the southeast of the city, on the other side of the river. Besides that, the here and the Bell Market are 2 of the biggest places I can think of. There's also the Hall of Elders, but unless you're in with the Lord's Alliance, probably won't be able to get in there.
Never heard of them. So, nowhere in specific in the southeast of the city, just kind of look for hammers and tink, 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 and all that.
It's near the barracks, so it's kind of hard to miss.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your time. You were an absolute pleasure. I'm gonna go get hammered, and you are still welcome to join.
Tempting, but I don't want to set anything on fire.
I'll do that for you.
I'll do
Nope.
that for you.
Worth a shot. All right.
Kelpie will do that for you.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I will.
Where's the front door?
As he clicks his fingers and you see the door poof, to the outside.
I was about to say, would Boar actually, because of his like never lose direction memory, would he actually be able to remember the twists and turns and shit that they had to take?
Yeah, he's been here. He knows how to get back to the teleportation room without help now.
Yeah, the one thing I'm good at.
I'll take it.
All right.
I'll head outside.
Yep.
Okay.
Go on, boy.
You find yourself outside. It's still nighttime. In the middle of the street, as despite it being getting close to midnight. The city is still bustling, people going about their business back and forth. Most of the business you assume is going to and from a tavern of some sort. But you find yourself now in the sort of northern portion of the city, surrounded by groves of trees. But you get past that into the main city where buildings dot the landscape.
I'm heading back to Denivar's house.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Which would be Dan.
Which is Denivar's house.
I know, but you're probably going to drink.
You right?
And I'm going to bed. See the difference there, boy? Sleep and drink. They're two different things.
All I'm seeing is a pansy.
I'm gonna pull out one of my one-handed hammers and toss it. Uh-huh.
Make an attack.
I'm not gonna actually hit him. I'm just gonna throw it in my hand like intimidating.
Okay. Got it.
Although I am tempted now. All right. Bedtime for Zorkon.
Okay. You make your way back to Denivar's house. It's still just as lively, and you run into your elven friend.
Hey,
Ellie,
Sunshine, how you doing?
The fuck?
I drank it. It didn't work for me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know.
Ellie? What? The fuck?
I don't know, man. Magic can't work on me, I guess. Who knows?
I roll an insight check.
Now,
Go
I
ahead.
know that's not true.
Fuck,
'cause I made you
what am I
float.
rolling?
Deception.
You don't need to roll anything. I got 23, sorry.
I mean, roll deception, Eliwan.
Could still technically out.
Deceive you.
Deception?
I kind of want to discourage him from trying, though.
Gotta be fair, man.
Yeah, he beats me. He knows I'm lying.
Okay. Yeah, he's lying to his teeth.
I made him fly.
His pearly whites.
I'm gonna go up to the bar to chat with the big ogre guy and get a drink. So whenever.
You are
Half orc, you mean?
dead to me.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Ogre.
Oh, sorry. I just meant the other big motherfucker.
It's PTSD from the cave incident.
Yeah. You're back. How was it?
Went really well.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a crazy old coot.
My kind of guy.
You like crazy old coots.
Oh.
Suppose we're getting rooms for the night.
All right. It's kind of expensive. This is one of the better places in town.
What are we talking?
Boris paying it.
How much?
4 gold a night
4 gold a night for all of us?
Room?
per room.
Per room?
4 per room.
Kelpie has
Can't
it.
can't knock us down a little bit for the nature of the visit.
I'm still a businessman, and the Harpers don't own this place.
Kelpie has it.
All right, how many rooms you buying?
3.
3. All right. And hands you your keys.
12 gold.
Bed. You see
That
me run up
does
the stairs.
include 2 meals a day and stables out back.
Yay!
I'll put the horses away.
I grab food and run up to the room.
I'll just go upstairs to my room and chill out on the bed until I pass.
I do have a couple questions for the half orc whenever
All right.
we get around to that. Or anyone else have anything? No.
Oh no, I'm in a bed with covered in food in a food coma sleep. Chicken.
What can I do for you?
Well, first off, I want you.
Oh, sorry,
to
Elian, what did you say?
Kelpie, when did we get a second cat?
Well, if you had been at the party, you would have maybe gotten one too, so fuck off.
Fuck cats.
Fuck you.
You're just upset that you didn't get one.
You shut your whore mouth.
See? Upset. Should have been there.
Now don't you feel like a dumbass? I, good sir, would like your best drink.
All right.
What's the most popular thing that people get here? What's the name
Ale.
again?
Drow.
Spell it.
D-R-A-L.
One at a time.
D-R-A-L.
D-R-A-L. Got it.
Drow.
I'll take your
Ale.
best ale then.
All right. As he goes over and fills it up, slams it on the table. Enjoy.
Now, I do have a couple quick questions for you. We're heading up to Citadel Fellbar by way of Silvery Moon. Anything we should be worried about on the road? Things to watch out for? Big critters? I mean, we came up here talking about warning for giants, so I know that they're around, but anything that...
Oh, yeah. The giants, the crag cats.
What?
Oh, the crag
We're from
cats.
way to the southeast, or southwest, so we're...
big mountain lion looking thing. Kind of also has some features of wolf mixed in there. Nasty thing.
Okay.
Hunting packs. They usually like to attack at night.
Understood. So, Ja will not be keeping watch alone.
Why?
You can't see shit in the dark.
That is true. I happen to have my patented dark vision glasses.
So apart from them big ass cats, nothing that we should be wary of?
No. I mean, you'll be traveling through the mountains, so there's always the odd dragon to worry about.
Now, we did see a copper dragon on the way over here.
Oh.
Them normal?
Barely. It seems the younger ones like to be out and about.
They temperamental at all, or should we be okay so long as we don't insult them at all?
I mean, if you see a metallic one, don't be stupid. If you see
A little late for that.
if you see a chromatic one, run for your life.
A what one?
Chromatic means regular colored.
Oh, so like him?
Not shiny.
So like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much all I got. You guys got anything you want to ask him before we go? Whoever's still down here.
Kelby wants food and to go to bed.
I agree with her.
All right. So
I'm gonna finish my ale and head off to bed too.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before nighttime?
Sleep.
Okay. You all find yourself pretty restful sleep. The beds are nice. The rooms are nice. It's a fairly good establishment. Yeah. You the night passes unaccosted. You wake up feeling well rested. Ready to start.
Out and sleep.
Go downstairs. Biggest plate of bacon, eggs, and sausage that I can get.
All right. Yeah, you start in on that. You notice Drow's not working in the morning. You see a rather young halfling. Seems to be like juggling plates for the early morning risers.
Morning.
Morning. Eggs. Right. There you go.
What's she giving
He's
it?
he's giving it to you and just scatters off.
Is everyone else coming down?
Oh, I went down with you.
Okay.
Because, best friend and all that.
Did Ellie sleep with us?
Yeah, where did Ellie sleep?
Damn well I slept with you guys.
I was about to. I
Are
think
you in the middle?
Yeah. Stuck in the middle with me. Da-na-na-na.
At this point, you
Yeah,
have to just start getting 2 rooms. Because Zutrath has consistently got a room by himself.
Yeah, fuck Zutriov.
Yeah, but he's religious.
That's true.
But
He wants that privacy.
Zuzu can pay for his own damn room then.
he's religious. We need to make sure he has room without any temptation.
Did you just mute yourself to laugh?
I'm sorry. Yes, I did.
Ellie, if you feel anything between your legs, don't panic. It's most likely not my tail.
Gross. It's probably my tail.
Probably.
What was it called? Crag cats?
Yeah, crag cats.
So, I talked to Draw last night, those of you that went off to bed, and he said that we need to be keeping an eye out at night for crag cats. Big,
Ooh.
lion-looking things, so...
Can I have them?
Well, they mostly attack at night, he says, so...
Okay, we're getting some.
I'm not gonna lie, they sound really cool.
I wonder if we can ride them.
Maybe you, but not
Let alone tame them.
I mean, I do have a club. I could probably try to knock it out.
Ah, you guys don't know what's a good ride. Now, if I had a ram, whoa, rams are the best.
Well,
I
don't
prefer
know about,
Ford.
You lot, but I kind of want to go check out and see what the city's got.
I got a
I
place
agree.
that I saw on the way in, too.
We want to all go as a group, or do we have different objectives?
I'm gonna go...
Kelpie?
Ooh, sorry.
What?
Where do you want to go?
Sorry, were you asking me or Kelpie?
Kelpie,
I gotta go to the Bell Market.
I'll go with you.
That's one of my
I'm gonna go
stops.
to that. I'm gonna go to that crazy miscolored tent that my Nat 20 let me see.
Okay.
That was in
I'm
the
gonna
Bell
follow
Market, wasn't
Zorkon.
it?
I don't think so.
I honestly do not remember where it was. All I know is that I saw it.
It was in the Bell Market, right, DM?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just all go to the market and we'll split it up from there.
Okay.
Well,
Hello, Bria.
Adventure!
Yay! Shopping episode.
Ellie, I mean, you can go back to bed if you're gonna be a spoil sport.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you Ellie.
Wait,
Fuck are you, Kelpie?
Didn't you say you were
Wow.
going with me anyways?
Last night.
What?
What, Sean?
What?
Joe, what? Did
What? What?
You, what did Joe?
Damn!
You said that fast and under the cover
And
of
under everyone else talking. It's okay, I'll
All
pick
of
it out.
us.
I'll pick it out. I have my ways.
Alrighty, I'm gonna scuff down my food and start walking out the door.
I'll chase
All right.
after him.
Kelpie follows.
I follow as well.
Okay.
There you go.
So, Zushroth?
Just find a quiet place, rest up.
Okay.
Zuzu.
So, I guess you meditate in your room? Okay. So the rest of you make your way back to the Bell Market, and you see now this is a lot more hustle and bustle than it was last night, as people were still closing up shops. Kids and people just dart from shop to shop. Kids looking at all the shiny objects and cool features that different visiting merchants have. You see a few that look like they're based here in Everland because they have fairly permanent stalls set up. Others are just tents and sort of greeting areas at the front to kind of draw you in. But eventually you do make your way through the hustle and bustle to the what Kelpie, Jaw, and Elian recognize as a very tall and very colorful, strange tent.
No.
Yes, let's do it.
You've
It's-
seen this before?
Yes, let's do it.
Alright.
I'm curious now.
Remember when I was a balloon back in Tribor?
Yeah, that was awesome.
It happened in a tent like this.
Oh, then I
It's
definitely
gonna
wanna
happen
go in.
again.
Yes, it is.
Alright, let's go in.
Ellie makes the best balloon.
Shut
I'll
up.
run after him.
So you all head into the tent, and Bor and Zorkon, as this is your first time in this tent, you notice that the inside is very different from the outside. From the outside, it looked like this tent couldn't hold more than like 5 people in a very cramped space. But walking in, it is enormous on the inside.
Hello.
Like it just keeps going. You see shelves and shelves upon and just clusters of piles of stuff just going on for as far as you can see.
Hello.
So it's
Damn,
like
this
a TARDIS
place
on
is
steroids.
big.
I thought we left this place in Tribor. God damn it.
So as you shout hello, you hear back a familiar voice for a few of you. Hello!
Oh dear God!
As you hear shuffling of different items and books and scrolls, and you see a familiar head poke out as the face is still obscured behind a veil and a large, wide-brimmed hat. It seems to be made of like straw and other thatch. Just kind of pokes out from behind a shelf. How can I help?
Hello?
Hi.
I'm looking for anything interesting that you might have for sale.
Define interesting.
Something you wouldn't find anywhere other than here.
I got this, and he holds out like a small crystal see-through globe, and it lights up and starts floating in the air.
What's it do?
It lights up.
That's pretty awesome.
Dear God.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was hoping you'd say there's more.
Stop chewing my headphones cable.
It shoots lasers.
What?
I'm just kidding.
No.
No longer interested.
What the hell's a laser?
Do I see anything sitting around?
Make a
That would catch my eye?
Make a
What?
Perception check. Since you're not looking for
Weapons.
anything specific.
Weapons, armor, something that Boar would like.
Okay.
I lean into Kelpie.
18.
18. You do see a dagger kind of sitting on a stand that has a long wicked edge and what seems to be some sort of liquid container in the pommel. You also do see what looks to be a crate over in the corner of familiar red potions.
Those health potions over there.
Yeah.
How much?
60 for the small ones. And 120 for the big one.
So that sounds a little overpriced.
You know nothing about money. You think that's a fair price?
Shame.
I just said it because that's what he always hears everyone else say when they say a price. Hey, Eliud, there's a cool looking little dagger over here you might like.
The dagger. What's it about?
Poison.
And he
That's
walks over.
specific.
He walks over, picks it up, and clicks a button you didn't see on the handle, and the poison from the little glass container drips down across the blade.
Ooh, how much?
5,000.
What the fuck?
What? No!
Let's see. I can do ya
5 gold.
Kelpie.
10 gold.
Kelpie, I'll make one. I don't need to buy one.
I'm
he have any
afraid
clothing
that
and
your stuff is
armor?
out of my price range.
Yeah.
I'll sell you the dwarf for the dagger.
You can try.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I make a fuck you check?
No, I can tell you now. You're lucky now. 7.
7.
Not really into slavery.
Damn.
Says
Thank
the guy.
God.
Anyway.
Had to try.
I guess I'm just gonna walk around.
Okay.
Look,
Is there any clothing?
You do see a few cloaks. One is very similar to the one you have on currently. You do see another one that's a very fine green silk with kind of leaf motifs on the edges of the hood and around the shoulders.
What's that one?
That's an elvish cloak.
Okay. What's it do?
He'll be sneakier.
How much?
Man, the gods are noisy.
1,500.
Well, that sucks. Okay,
I
bye.
know I'm not very good with money, but I don't
Kelpie
think I
walks
can buy
out.
anything here. Yeah, I'll follow after Kelpie. Thank you for entertaining us, but we may have to come back a little later.
Was there anything that would have caught my attention?
You do see some interesting goggles.
Ooh.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure I know what they are. I would like to inspect them.
You look at them and you kind of put them on, and all the things that kind of were in shadow are suddenly very distinct.
How much for the goggles?
And he kind of pulls out a book and starts flipping through it.
1,500.
I'm pretty sure you can afford LASIK with that.
You wouldn't happen to be in the mood for a trade?
What is that?
I have a cat.
At this point, the cat goes.
I'm just kidding. I like the cat.
I like cats.
He likes cat.
It's tempting to sell a cat.
Hang on. Wait, hold on.
Name the cat.
Are you in the mood to buy things from us?
What do you got?
I will pull out the Black Pearl.
Ooh.
Oh.
This for those? For him?
Getting there, you might need a bit more. I like it. I like where you're headed. Not
can give
quite
you-
the same.
I can give you the rest of my money for it.
Let's not be too hasty there.
Kelpie, trade him yours.
No.
I want the cloak.
No.
I'm gonna try to juke this guy.
Okay.
Because I have something
As the
in my
TM
inventory.
laughs.
I'm gonna
Very
pull
curious
out,
now.
I'm gonna pull out my crowbar that I happen to have. And
Like, juke? Do you mean you're gonna knock him the fuck out?
Let him finish.
now, this item may look simple, but it's far from it. It's imbued with very magical powers.
It can open anything.
Zuchio face palms from half a city away.
I mean, it is true, it can open anything.
When you say magic goes, and then makes a few very familiar gestures that you have seen Boar and Kelpie make.
I don't see it.
Does my sword light up at least?
It does.
Does he get that confused with the crowbar?
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. It's a crowbar.
Yeah, I think it's just a crowbar. Whoever sold you that was, he ripped you off.
I was bamboozled. That stupid little kobold.
Yeah. Sorry.
Damn.
Let me see if I have anything here. I have this amazingly comfortable blanket.
Ooh. Can I see it?
Sure. I'll show him the blanket.
All right. He takes the blanket and he kind of is like, you see him lift up the veil and kind of rub it.
It's very soft. Ooh.
That and the pearl. You're not gonna find one more comfy than that.
Make a persuasion check, my good friend.
God. Well, my persuasion's not too bad. Come on, Ironsides, don't fuck me. It fucked me. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
God damn it.
Tell you what. That pearl and this blanket is close. But I'm gonna need a little bit more.
Are you in the market for an old ukulele?
What's a ukulele?
It's an instrument. I'll pull out my old one and like play a little bit on it.
Ooh.
Talk it up. It's not old. It's brand new. It's actually brand new.
Well,
It's fantastic, and it'll make
it feels
anybody
like
who
it's
listens-
old to me because it's done me so much good. I mean, you take it to places, you play it, people give money to you. It's a moneymaker.
I don't know how to play.
It's very easy.
And he like holds his hands out to take it. Takes it.
Or you can always sell it to someone else.
He kind of plucks at it and tries to strum. It's very unpleasing to the ear as he tries to very clumsily play it with what you now see are very large fingers.
Yeah, see, you'll get the hang of it.
Oh, this
I don't
is
like it.
You
so
can
great.
sell it to someone else, though. It's very good quality.
Not really my merchandise.
You sounded so great, though.
Oh, thank you. Eh.
Alright, I guess I'll take it back then if you don't want it. I'm sure I can find someone that'll appreciate a work of art.
I'm sure you can.
Would an extra 75 gold cover the cost?
You're looking at another 500 gold.
Don't have that. Really need these goggles.
I'm trying.
I got nothing, dude.
What about this lovely flagon? It has a halfling elf face. engraved
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh. We're really that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it is.
Woo! Pulling that one out of the annals of time.
I'm looking for anything. I hear it was used by a lord once.
Make a deception check.
Where'd it go? There it is. 7.
Oh.
It's nice. I'll knock off another 200 for it.
So what does that leave us at?
300
left.
I guess we're in 150.
Hang on. How much work would someone have to do for you to pay off the 300 gold?
How much would we check? Could check wood.
I'm not really hurting for anything.
Or if you have the 150 gold, I'll pay the other.
I can get behind that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. For the goggles?
Yep.
Goggles.
Alright. As you pile the pearl, the blanket, and the flagon, and the other 300 gold.
Yep, this'll do. Here you go.
And he hands you the goggles.
Thank you.
And
They're
you get those.
not goggles of dark vision.
No, they are.
Better be.
They're goggles. Where is it?
I would laugh so hard if they weren't.
If they weren't, I would. Lighten up.
The official item's called Goggles of Night.
Sweet.
I would have.
Hooray!
rage quit.
Guys, I can see. I don't need these anymore.
I would absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for your business.
Nope, I'm tapped.
Cubby's
Bye-bye.
gone.
Bye! Thank you for your business! Come back!
Let's never come here again.
Bye.
But I like the wares he has. He's got a knife of poison.
Then you can buy it, Ellie.
Well, I had intended on going and checking out the other area by the barracks, but that may have to be on a return trip at this point.
I can give you 100 gold to look at stuff.
Nah, it's okay.
Well, let's get headed back unless anybody wants to
What?
look at anything then.
Yeah,
Are there
where's,
any other tents that are interesting looking?
Make a perception check.
Oh, first roll of the night.
I'm gonna head on back and hang out with
God,
Zutrioff.
I don't have my gold.
Okay.
Ah. Shit.
Make sure my buddy's doing all right.
A natural 19.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Plus or whatever.
Oh, that was my knee.
I don't want to hear about knees. You said an insight?
Perception.
21.
21. You do see a stall with jewelry. You see another one that seems to sell cloaks. And you see one more that seems to make boots.
Ooh! I go to all three.
Okay. Which one do you want to go to first?
Boots?
Boots. You go up and you see all sorts of fine leather and fur boots. And you see a little old man with like puffs of white hair with a bald on top, just kind of sitting over his wares.
Hello, describe your boots for me, please.
Well, we got the leather ones, and we got the fur ones if you want a bit of more protection from the cold. And we got some cloth ones if you're looking to be a bit more snazzy.
Do you have any of the magic variety?
I'm afraid we don't deal in magic.
Okay, bye.
We're not that fan. Oh, okay, bye.
I'm sorry about her.
To the cloaks!
It's alright.
I'm not there.
You quickly go to the cloaks and you see a finely dressed woman, kind of looking after and seems to be sewing a custom order at the time.
Hello?
Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
Do you have anything of the magic variety?
No. These are just travel and party cloaks, I'm afraid.
Okay, then look great. Bye!
Bye?
Again, sorry about her.
It's alright.
I'm just leaning on my hammer watching this entertained completely and totally.
The last one is the jewelry.
Place?
The jewelry.
Okay, yeah, let's go there.
All right, so you go to the jewelry and you see what there's already a customer at this one, and you see a very very posh and uptight elf looking at the different some sort of ring he's brought in. He's like, no, I'm afraid we can't give you more than 10 gold for this. And you see the other, who looks to be a very down on his luck human male. But it was 50 gold when I bought it, and now it's worth 10, I'm afraid.
What is it?
It's just a ring with a very very small diamond in it.
Is it worth only 10 gold?
That you would not know.
Would anyone know?
Eluin, who's with you, would know.
Yeah.
Ellie, how much is that ring worth?
I mean, if he's right, he bought it for 50. Depending on how many years he's had it, that drives down the price. 10? I think he's cutting him out a little bit with 10. I think I can give him 15 at the most.
Alright, yeah, and you see at this point he's already taken the gold and is just walking away very dejected.
Oh.
And the elf kind of just pockets the ring and... Yes, hello, what can I do for you?
Do you have anything of the magic variety?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay, bye.
Bye?
For the third time in...
For 3 seconds.
Hold on. Let me clear my watch out. 3 minutes. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay. Would you like anything?
The 5 gold you cheated out of that guy for.
I'm sorry?
That ring was worth clearly 15. Yes, I saw the wear and tear. By the way, good job with the swindling. I'm very proud of you. But 5 gold extra, please.
Excuse me, sir. Please leave.
We
Hold on.
already said, okay, bye. You can't tell us to leave after we're already gone.
Well, you're gone.
He's talking to Elliot.
Once I get the 5 gold, I came here for that gentleman.
I think we're done here, and he just kind of bustles back into and just starts ignoring you and starts.
Does he have Does he have anything in front of him?
Not that's not in a luck box that he is very keenly keeping an eye on.
I take the luck box.
Make
Ellie,
a
no.
sleight of hand check, sir.
Ellie, no!
Oh my god.
I don't know him. He's not with me.
Ellie!
Will a 13 steal it?
You take the luck box, and immediately he sees you. He's like, thief! Gods! What do you do?
Kelpie runs away.
I throw it at his head.
Make a roll a d20 and add your strength for an improvised weapon.
So how much do I miss him by, DM? I want to fucking see this one.
What did you roll?
Don't fucking worry about it. How much do I miss him by?
What did you roll?
What'd you roll? 3. You just completely whiff over his head. He ducks out of the way as it crashes into the back of the stall. It's like, guards! And you see two or three guards coming over to see this commotion. What do you do?
I'm just watching this entertained completely and totally.
Can I go behind the table and throw him on the other side?
What?
I'm so confused right now.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Eluin,
No.
fantastic and improvised.
Hold on. Give me. I want to make it look like he had started this. So I'm gonna do that by.
You have me leaning on the wall in there.
When the guards come over, I say he swindled me out of my gold, and I know what I've paid for.
Okay. The guard.
And I, in anger, picked it up and threw his valuables at him, because my valuable was worth more than he swindled me for.
Okay. The guards walk over. What seems to be going on here?
He swindled me out of the money that my dead wife for the ring I got her for when I engaged her.
Make a deception check.
Can he get advantage? So I'll be sitting in the back. I can vouch for that.
Sure, take advantage if he pipes up.
What is that again?
Advantage. You get an advantage.
No. On the check it is.
Deception.
Okay, that's good. 17.
17.
Oof.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but you can't go throwing other people's things at them.
He owes me 5 gold for my dead wife's ring.
That is none of my business, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Not breaking you out of prison. Fucking like, what?
Can I go find that guy?
The guy you're walking away from right now?
No,
the guy who got swindled.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah, sure. Make a
a survival check? Are you kidding?
You gotta track him down. You've completely lost sight of this guy. So I'll say if you want to use investigation or survival to track him down.
Fucking my best one's a survival. Fucking investigation sucks dick.
This guy's logged on.
I'm done rolling for the night. I'm just gonna be done rolling.
Yeah, you have completely lost track of the guy.
Would Kelpie know?
No, you were not paying attention at all. You didn't care.
Fuck you, Allie.
I'm gonna walk out the door.
I would like to pipe up and say that I have gone to find Zutrioth.
Yeah, we knew this already. Yeah, we kind of knew.
You eventually make your way back to the house, which now not under the cover of night anymore. You kind of look up. This is a very nice place. It's almost mansion worthy, but it seems to have been converted over to an inn and a tap house for the purpose of making a little bit of coin.
Damn, we stayed here. Huh.
Okay, someone else can pay for the night.
Where you at?
In my room. You hear through the floorboards, well, the ceiling.
Just middle of the tavern. You're still asleep?
No,
Everyone
just
knows
in
what
my
you
room.
All right. I'm gonna go up and find his room.
Okay, so you go up. Is the door unlocked?
Yeah.
So just...
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
I'm awake. I've been awake. What's up?
Did you see any place that I might be able to find out more about that little person?
Malil?
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention, I'll be honest with you.
As far as I know, Malil isn't really commonly worshipped around here, but I don't know. We can go look for a temple, see if anyone worships Malil.
A temple or someplace with them letter thingies with all the paper in it.
Letter thingies with all the paper in it.
Pamphlets.
Oh, a cult.
Books.
Books. Library. Gotcha.
It took me a second to remember what it was. It actually took me a second to remember what the fuck they were called.
Oh my fuck.
Dude, my brain just like lost the word.
Oh my god.
He's learning to unlearn.
All right.
I'm gonna revert.
I go downstairs and I look for Drawl or the current barkeep.
Okay, yeah, you see the halfling. It's calmed down a bit. It's gotten sort of a bit after morning. It's calmed down a little bit, but you can see him quickly prepping for the lunch rush as he's like, okay, get everything here.
Fucks up his
Hey,
blood.
halfling, real quick.
Yes, what?
Is there a temple or a library in the city?
There's
Specifically
a
from
small library. This is very much a religious city. If you're looking for religion, I would suggest Silvery Moon, about 2 days up the road.
Yay, Silvery Moon!
Oh, we're headed there anyway. Do you know if there's any common gods worshipped over there?
Well, from what I'm familiar with, no.
No?
I think it's the usual like Tyr, Agma, helm,
AO, stuff like that.
yeah. Heyo. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Ever heard of AO?
No.
Yeah,
there is a temple to there's a temple to Helm here in the city, and Miliki. I'm not a very religious person.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
Which,
there's the Helm. That's probably the biggest one because of it's probably the main one.
Where's that at?
It is not far from the Lord's house, if I remember correctly.
All right. Well,
that library.
From the hall of the library is near the Hall of the Elders. The temple shouldn't be far either.
all right. So, which one would be closest? Which one should we head to first? Do you think? If we're hitting both of them.
They're about the same area. I don't make my way over to that part of the city very often.
All right. Which way would you say?
Which way do we go?
Oh,
We're from out of
east.
town. East.
Oh,
East?
sorry. East, other side of this. So same side of the river bank, down the river.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Vámonos, muchacho.
Kelpie walks up to him before we all leave.
Okay. As you made your way back inside the tavern after your unproductive shopping trip.
Do you know of any place that sells magical items?
No, it's this. No, there's a. Unfortunately, if you're looking for magic items, then maybe the Moongleam Tower, but they're not very good on letting visitors in.
Fine.
Frustrated grunt.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Right. What was it? And he continues on with his work.
Alright, so Zudrioth and I will head east.
Okay.
Which one do we happen to spot first? The library or the temple to two?
You do encounter the library first, and it's so as you go, you pass through the Bell Market again, and end up on and you see now there was a large building that many people point out to you as the Hall of the Elders, which is kind of the central governing body of Everland. And across the street from that, you see a smaller building, not very grand as some of the other places you've been to in the city, but it's a functional library.
Books are old, full of mold.
Yeah, I head into the library.
Okay.
I'll follow after.
Very quiet place. Not many people. Not many people currently in attendance. You see a few people in and out of the shelves. One man over in a corner, just kind of books stacked up around him, kind of just rifling through. But it's very quiet.
Anyone seem like a bookkeeper around here?
Yeah, custodian.
You do see one person kind of with an armful of books as they re-shelve them.
Excuse me.
You see like an older human woman, long gray hair, and you see it thinning in a lot of places. Deep wrinkles, but a nice, but mostly laugh lines. She seems a fairly happy person. Yes, how can I help you?
We're looking on some. We're looking for some books on religion, specifically Malil, if there's anything around that.
If you're looking for the religion, I would suggest follow me. She leads you over to a fairly small section. Religion doesn't seem to play a large part in the city's functioning, but she said this is. She shows you like one shelf, and she's like, "This is most of the books we have on any religion-based studies." Enjoy. As she walks away and keeps shelving books.
All right. Do I see, just rifling through it, anything that would fall under the pantheon that Malil falls into?
Make an investigation check.
I'd offer to help, but I can't read very well.
Investigation 6.
6. Strangely enough, you do find you don't find a book on Malil specifically. You find you find a book on a deity you're not super familiar with, but you at least have heard in passing. Same as Malil, you're not super familiar with her either, or sorry, him. But you find a book on oh, sorry, that's the wrong page. Having to pull up my notes. So many pages. Sorry.
Not good.
You do find a book on a god, Ogma. Oghma. This is sort of Ogma is sort of the head god of anything that has to do with song or poetry or creativity. He's kind of like the patron of bards and other creative folk.
All right. Permission to just pull up the wiki page and then just kind of see what information I can gather from that as well.
I can tell you.
Well, I have
paraphrase.
Yeah. As you kind of leaf through the book, and he's known as the Lord of Knowledge, and he deals with most of the deities of knowledge and invention and creativity. And you look through kind of the lesser gods that are under him, and you do see Malil is one of the lesser gods that serve under him. You also can find from this book that one of his more central place of worship, one of the more central places of worship for this deity is in Silvery Moon.
Wow.
I guess we just need to head on to Silvery Moon if you want to get some answers.
Right. Well, there's also his symbol tends to be a blank scroll. So if we see anything regarding a blank scroll for Ogma, might be something to take a look at.
I don't remember there being a scroll in my dream, but I suppose we can keep an eye out anyway.
I kind of look through the book again, see if I can find any information on any symbolism for Malil or anything on Malil at all.
You do find that Malil's symbol is a harp made of silver leaves, and you know that Malil is actually one of the newer gods, relatively to the rest of the pantheons. As Malil is one of the many gods since the spell plague and the other calamities that have impacted Faerun, that were originally humans that had to rise to godhood,
such as Kalimvor as well.
Yeah.
No, I remember that it was like me myself. I remember that she was playing a harp, but was it silver with leaves?
Yeah, it was a harp made of leaves, but it was not silver.
And there pictures in it that Boar would see.
Yeah, it has a picture of the harp. It's similar in design, but this one's silver. The one you saw was green.
And see, that looks like hers that I saw in my dream, but hers was made out of like plants. It was green. It wasn't this silver metally stuff.
Right. Well, I could chalk it down to the ink that they had not having green. Green isn't too common of an ink.
I suppose that's possible. And like you said, the gods like to change their appearance, so maybe they just decided to show up green to that day.
as far as I can tell, if we see a heart made of leaves, that would also
Might
be
be a good indication.
from a little.
All right.
All right, we'll hold on to that. Let's take a look at the temple as well. See if
Sure.
we can teach you some things about Helm. Helm is actually common god for paladins.
And that's what you. That's you.
Right. I'm a paladin as well, but I'm
Let's
part
go
of the
take a look.
Eternal Order.
Okay. So you both head down the street. It's not hard to find, unlike the temple. Unlike the library, it's fairly stands out. It's a temple among mostly houses and other industrial buildings. But you make your way inside, and it's fairly lively. You do see many knights and paladins going about their business, and some priests and clerics. But some people are praying to small shrines, and some people are talking, just conversing quietly. What would you like to do?
I kind of look around for someone in a more monk, cleric, or kind of more, I guess, knowledgeable position that we would be talking to for it.
You do see, as one priest, long white robes, a younger face than you would expect, finishes a conversation with an armored individual. He kind of turns toward you and seeing the sort of lost look on your face, is like, "Can I help you?"
Well, my friend here has been interested in learning a little bit about the gods. Would you mind giving us a little brief overview of Helm? I already know a fair bit about Helm, but I want to come to someone more knowledgeable.
Helm, or as some know him, the Vigilant One, or the Watcher, as the god of guardians and protection and protectors. He is most of the patron of knights and paladins and clerics of doing good and helping people. Some find him a little cold. We like to think of it as focused. He most of the time takes the role of defender, but sometimes, when necessary, the enforcer.
For the most part, he's a watcher.
Yes.
Observe.
So he's the patron of what are known as the Order of the Gauntlet, and he is hopefully guiding those of the Gauntlet to helping stem whatever giant threats we are currently facing at the moment.
Is this a major hub for the Order?
It's one of the major hubs this side of the High Forest, but there are some more central hubs to the west.
I used to be in the Order of the Gauntlet, actually. Would there be someone... I'll have to take a look for someone.
Oh, feel free. If there's anything I can do.
Barrack Nyleth. Is there Sir Barrack Nyleth in the area?
I do know the name. I have not seen Sir Barrack in almost a year.
Do you know where he would have went?
Last I heard, he was chasing brigands somewhere near Mirabar.
Mirabar.
Yes.
Please.
Well, we'll have to take a look over there once we head over there. We're actually headed over there, but are there any gods that serve under Helm that you could maybe teach my friend here about?
There aren't many that serve under Helm himself. He has some good friends. The god Tyr, and and Mistra are often his allies in whatever fight he finds himself in, but none that work under him.
Well, thank you for entertaining our search for knowledge.
Well,
My pleasure.
I do have a question for you. You're seem to be very familiar with this helmet god person.
Helm.
Sorry. I've been thinking about that joke for a few minutes. Shut up. Are you familiar with a bunch of the other gods? I've had some very peculiar dreams recently, and I've been trying to figure out who sent them to me.
Often the gods are very secretive and like to send symbols instead of actually talking directly. If you could describe these dreams, then I might be able to identify some of their signs.
Well, the first one I had, they actually spoke to me. She was a very pretty lady. Plants all over the place. She had a green harp with leaves all over it. And she seemed very intrigued that I was even there, that she wasn't expecting me to have any of these magical abilities while I'm playing my instrument here.
Interesting.
In our limited research, we came across the name Malil, but everything that we find says that that's a male.
Yes, there is a few goddesses of nature in the forest, but they don't have much crossover with music or the creative arts, I'm afraid. That's sort of a conundrum to me, I'm afraid.
Is there any place that we could go where someone might know a little bit more about what's happening?
Silvery Moon does have a larger temple area, but they do have worshippers of Malil and Ogma and some of the more nature-based deities. They might be able to help you more.
Now, is there the second dream I had? There was music in it, but there was also a storm with blue lightning. Does that ring any sort of bells?
Oh dear. I would be very careful if I was you. Was there any other colors of lightning?
Do I remember there being any colors of lightning?
You do remember there being purple.
Purple and blue, I believe.
Yes. That would be Talos.
Oh. Sorry, I just smacked the shit out of my head. Talos. Now, who? What? What's that?
Talos is a rather temperamental god, also known as the Storm Lord. He's a deity of storms and destruction.
I do like to smash stuff.
That might have been how you gained his attention. He's known for being very like I said, temperamental. Always seems to
very chaotic.
Yes, he's never on the same side twice. It seems like. I would be very careful if you encounter him again at any point, either in your dreams or in other planes of existence.
Don't be a dick. Got it.
Yes, and be careful what he asks from you if he ever does.
He's tricky.
Someone's snugging Maple.
He's well known for causing destruction and mayhem for everyone and not just one entity.
What?
Well, all right.
Actually, a little physical description from what I remember. Talos usually appears as someone with one good eye, half plate armor, and
Yes, that is correct.
his hair
Whenever-
usually bearded as well.
Whenever he's feeling a bit more direct, that is usually the form he takes. But he has been known to take other forms.
For sure. As
Never
do
a
most
female
guys.
with a harp, though, I assume.
No.
No, I'm afraid
Just
not.
Shot in the dark. Well,
Anyway,
thank you very
we
much
should,
for the information. I have a little bit more to go off of now.
You're very welcome. And based on what you seem to have, I don't know what you've done to gain the attention of so many powerful entities, but I would suggest caution and careful thought.
You assume that I think.
He's very blank-minded. But
That's what I was afraid of.
I'll definitely steer him away from Talos.
Please do.
Yeah. I would much rather him be involved with Helm, Ogma and Malil than God of Destruction.
I don't know.
As would I.
Fun.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
I guess we should be off and meditate on this a little bit.
Good luck with that. I believe I should probably go pray to Helm for protection.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Was just going to say Helm protect you, but you are already way ahead of that.
Yeah, he quickly scurries away.
I'm so tempted to just... No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Oh, thank God.
Well, let's, I mean, that was insightful.
Yeah. Do you have any abilities that have anything to do with storms, forest fires, earthquakes, any natural disasters?
Have you not seen me set shit on fire by yelling at it and striking things with lightning?
Interesting.
You completely missed that in all the fights we've had.
No, I was just curious if you were self-aware on it. Anything else?
It kind of came up
Natural.
randomly, and as I use it more and more, instead of it just happening randomly around me, I could kind of direct it and tell it who I wanted it to strike.
Well, usually that would be under the domain of Talos, so I'd maybe be wary about using it even. If it attunes you closer to Talos, if you even wishes to do so, to draw you in with promise of power or something of the sort. He may have already granted you some power as a trial.
It's pretty cool to strike shit with lightning, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's also very powerful to control the mind.
There's not much to control.
Other minds. Influence minds. Art is very powerful in that sense.
Well, if you ever see me going down some strange path, you know more about it than me. Just talk some sense into me.
All right, I'll do my research as well.
Don't stop me from having fun, but don't let me like take out a whole town or something.
Take it out.
That does seem like a bad idea.
Although I guess it would sort of depend on it. Yeah, let's go find some. Let's go find the other. See what.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the town. If we find a town of
if it's full of
dragon cultists, I might join you
goblins
in raiding, looting it.
Undead or something like that. Just a whole bunch of skeletons everywhere, and I could just go.
I start foaming at the mouth. Like,
I gotta go change my pants. So
Sorry,
let's go find the others. See when they want to leave.
Yeah.
Because I think
actually, what time is it?
What time it is? It's getting about midday.
We're about a
Maybe a
day's
bit
journey
after?
from Everland. We might want to
Silver
stay
Moon.
a night.
Silver Moon.
Silvery Moon. Sorry, we're a day away from Silvery Moon.
We could probably make it through the night and then just kind of. We
Well,
could either way.
Let's go talk to the others, see how they feel. They may want to
Yeah.
stay the night. Jal may want to go find some more ham. You never know.
Ham, please. All right, let's head over. We head over to the tavern.
Okay. So you regroup with the rest of your group. I believe everyone else has been at the tavern while this is happening. Anything else y'all want? Anything y'all want to do while they have been off on their religious excursion?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come back, and it's getting close to the end of the lunch time here. But you can still get food if you want, as everyone else seems to be finishing off whatever meal they were partaking in.
Well, how's everybody doing?
Actually, backtrack. I'm gonna be up in my room working.
Okay. Sawing away, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Make another dexterity check for me.
Give me a 15.
15.
13. 14. No, yeah, 15. Okay.
15. It's going well. It's the wood isn't as helpful this time. You feel like whatever magic was kind of guiding you is not being as forthcoming at this point. But you still make a good little bit of progress.
I have a strange craving for ham.
We can actually go find some ham. Maybe if there are some
There's
pigs
gotta
in the
be a
forest.
butcher here.
Yeah, we can do that in the morning.
Speaking
In the
of,
morning, midday. Perfect.
Has
It's
it
prime
been
ham
that
time.
long?
Prime ham time.
Look, it's ham o'clock.
Time to go ham.
do we want to stay here for one more day and kind of relax before we head on over to Silvery Moon, or it's about a day's journey away? If we left now, we'd get there in the middle of the night. They may not even let us in.
Remind me, what did we have at Silver Moon?
I don't remember whose job that was.
Ellie, John, I have a quest in
Yee.
Silvery Moon that we need to get done.
Which
Do you need any help with that?
Stealth would probably
We're
be
stealing shit.
the best option.
Indeed.
Well, it's a good thing that we have someplace to go afterwards.
Well, as much as I hate to admit it, Ellie, I still owe you for tagging along.
I'm not gonna force you to steal.
If you need some assistance in any manner, still owe you one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
won't
not-
like it, but
No,
this is maybe more indirect.
Well,
you gave me more than my fair share of gold. You don't have to steal.
Let me ask you this, to put Zutrioth potentially at ease. Is this kind of a righteous sort of thing? Like we're stealing from someone that deserves to be stolen from, or are we just stealing to steal?
If it's the wrong answer, I don't.
It is a righteous thing.
Hmm.
In our honor, it's a righteous thing, but for them, it's a very bad thing.
Well, for sure.
From a
Are they
certain
bad?
point of view.
Are they bad people?
Are they good people?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Right.
Why are you asking
Well-
me? I don't know what's going on.
If we're stealing it, does that make them the good guys or the bad guys?
Are they the bad guys that we're stealing?
Are
from?
they dicks?
Probably.
Probably.
Fair enough. All right.
But
Hey,
if
we
you think
be
about it,
very
we're gonna be
cryptic.
bigger dicks, so it
We
doesn't
just have
matter.
to steal from a carriage. That's all.
Yep.
I call dibs on anything that shoots.
I mean, we could still head out. If we get there in the middle of the night, it's cheaper to not pay anything than to...
Well, but that also depends. I've never been to Silver. I know where it is, but I've never been there. I don't know if they have a wall or a gate, or because the last couple towns we've been to, they've been shutting the gate right as we got there. We may not be
but
able to
we've got-
get in.
Ah, we got
Climb
tents.
We can
Can
climb it.
fix that.
I'll let you
Indeed.
climb it. I don't
Well,
climb.
you know what?
I ain't worried.
If the
Work it
majority
through you.
says that we can leave, then yes, Ja.
It's
Oh. Say it. I want to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to make a sniper rifle, just in case, for long-range sniping on the wall.
I thought that's what you were making.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
I mean, I don't have the spyglass
Oh,
properly
you don't have the
attached yet.
scope. Right.
Yeah.
You would like to steam snot.
Do you need any more materials
That-
for that?
I would have to go to a smithy.
That's not something you can work on the road.
I would.
No.
I don't know.
We
Would I
can-
need that? Do I need a smithy for the sniper scope?
DM.
DM.
DM,
Sorry.
that's on
Did
you.
the hour cut it? The last part.
He's like,
Just
man,
total
these guys
zone.
are quiet. These guys are
Sorry,
quiet.
no, it's. My video's kind of messing up a bit. Sorry,
Okay.
what was the question?
Do I need a
need a
smithy for my sniper scope?
Oh my goodness, it's still messing up for me.
Should I type it?
Sniper scope, smithy. Do they need each other?
Do they need
I mean, he would
each
need more
other?
materials. He would know that you would know that you need a bit more materials for the experimentation and the fine tuning.
We're looking more at if we were to leave for Silvery Moon now, if we stop to get him materials, could he work on that on the road, or does he need a smithy to work that experimentation?
I would say, due to the nature, he could. It would just be a disadvantage because he wouldn't have the tools he would need from a smithy. It's on the road, so that's a bit harder to do.
We can. How long would you
Zorkon,
say
this
it would
isn't your
take,
area
though?
of expertise. This is
No,
dealing
I have
with
But
like,
I have
he's got the
smithy
smithy
tools.
tools.
How long would it take?
how long would it take? It would, especially on the road, it would take you the better part of a day.
If it were, if he started now, would we be able to just rest the night and be off tomorrow morning? Do you think?
I'm sorry, it's still breaking up. What'd you say?
If we started it pretty much immediately, and we did it at a smithy, would we be able to rest the night and be off in the morning?
Are you okay? So are you asking if he went to the smithy and started and worked on it now, would it be
Yes.
ready by the time you need to sleep?
Yes,
Right.
I mean, yeah, if it goes well.
that's fair.
Let's do it.
Well, if you need some extra money, I can throw some more your way to get that thing working.
I mean, we can do that. Plus, with my goggles of night, I could technically turn it into a night vision scope-ish. So we could go at it
you
now.
might-
Look through. Well, I
Might
don't
be
know.
more valuable to keep the goggles.
True.
You can always just
We're
look
kind of
through
blind at night.
a little bit. And if you remember, that guy was saying about those cats that attack at night. We may need you to not be looking through your little magnify thingy.
Is the scope detachable?
Are you
Sorry?
going to make it detachable?
Is the scope detachable?
You can make it detachable.
Okay.
Exactly.
Do you guys mind if we spend the rest of the afternoon here?
Let's go
No,
find
not
your
at
ass
all.
a smithy.
Let's do it.
Smitty ho!
Now, I do remember them saying that there were some smithies on the southeast side of the city by the barracks.
Yeah. Yeah, let's head over there.
I took notes.
All right.
Make over there post haste.
Okay, so you make your way over to the smithy, and it's getting to be about early afternoon, getting toward the mid-afternoon by the time you get there, but you should have enough time. So you find the first smithy you can, and it's fairly uniform. This is because it's so near the barracks, and this is mainly the militaristic part of the city. Where they make the armor and repairs for everything for the standing military here in the city. But yeah, you can person at the desk. There's ringing of metal all over. Fairly beefy. Strangely enough, a fairly beefy halfling is just kind of sitting on the desk, kind of tinkering with a small project.
Just a fucking swole 4-year-old.
Frodo, you got buff.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey!
You wouldn't happen to have any materials for a project that I'm working on?
Sorry, what?
I need materials for a scope.
Yeah, we can give you materials. So you're not looking to buy stuff?
No, I already have all the things.
All right. How much do you need?
$129 gold worth of materials.
Okay.
I can spot him a little bit extra if he needs it.
Nah.
I'll throw you.
I want an even number.
Probably good.
If he needs
Okay,
it.
never mind.
Okay. I can do that. So you gather. So you got the about. So now you have a roughly. Well, what is that? 150 with a little bit of change worth of materials.
I think it's one.
While
154.
While you're starting that, can I offer my services to help repair and/or craft things while he does it for money? Since I am amazing.
Persuade. How do you want to persuade? What do you want to say?
Oof.
I'm gonna lean against his anvil. It seems like you guys are doing quite a bit of the repair and craft work. I would love to offer my services for a little bit of money, since, I am quite a skilled craftsman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who trained you?
Can I throw out foam?
Is that what you want to say?
I want to throw out Foehammer.
Oh, Foehammer. Yeah, we'll pay you. How much do you usually charge?
20 gold an hour.
20 gold an hour. I was trained by somebody much more prestigious than that. We're gonna do
I tell you what. For Foehammer worth skill. How about 25 gold an hour?
Make it 35, and you'll have my skills for the rest of the evening.
Make a persuasion check.
What do I add to persuasion? Pardon my stupidity.
Persuasion.
Your
Charisma.
Plus 1. You get a 16.
16. I can. I don't think my boss will let me do that. 30.
Are you sure? 32.
You need to haggle everything, man. Fuck.
I'm a dwarf, and this is crafting.
32. But you better be good, as you say you are.
Oh, don't worry, and I don't stop working.
Okay. Make a general smithy check.
So what is that going to be?
Roll a d20. Okay. Add your strength and your proficiency.
Natural.
You
don't have to show us.
Dude.
We get
Straight
it. We get it.
20.
Okay.
Wow.
Second one of the night.
Okay.
Loaded dice.
Fucking loaded.
Dude, Jess's dice kick ass. These are not mine.
Cheating. Get your own dice. You stop cheating.
Yes.
So you have the materials. You don't have advantage because Thorgon's not helping you because he's doing his own thing.
Sorry.
So you're trying to make a scope, and you know kind of the basic mechanics of it now that you have the spyglass, and you can use a few materials from that to kind of make it work better. But I need you to go ahead and just roll a tinkering check.
Aye. Of which is dexterity.
Dexterity and proficiency, because you are proficient.
Natural 20.
Proficiency.
Actually, this is less of figuring out a mechanism, so it would be more intelligence based.
-1.
Wait.
Natural 20. It's okay.
But I still have my proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
he still he knows what the mechanism is, right? So it would be
Yeah,
more
he knows what the
dexterity?
mechanism is. So the DC is lowered, but this is more of a intelligence tool than a dexterity based tool.
Gotcha.
13.
13. It takes you a while and a few mishaps, but you do eventually make a workable, as far as you can tell, scope. It's untested, but you attach it, and you can. There is a training ground that outside in the barracks that you can test it on if you want to.
Shoot it.
And also, it took you roughly 4 to 5 hours, and you're back down to about 30 gold due to some of the mishaps you had.
Okay. All right, let's. There are like training dummies out there, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll fucking blast a hole right in the chest.
Let me just grab my.
Tell me how it goes, John.
All right. I would like to shoot.
All right, make an attack. Add your dex and your proficiency.
They haven't invented earplugs yet.
Add my proficiency. That would.
So this
be
is right
a
outside the smithy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
20 not nat.
20 not nat. As you aim and you kind of zero in with your new scope and pull the trigger, anyone within the city hears this loud
Holy Jesus, fuck, what was that?
As the gun smoke just pours out of this thing, and as you wave it away, you see this large hole in the middle of the dummy.
Yes! You hear somebody from inside the smithy. Gee, what the hell?
I'd be sitting right outside the smithy just waiting for them to get done. Like, you just music and then just what?
Three
I
of those
had seen them
ukulele
walk
strings
out and then just started watching, and I was like,
people who were like finishing up a training, because it's getting sort of near dark. People who are finishing up training for the day and packing up different armor and weapons are just, what the? What was that?
I look over to the Temple of Helm, and then I just see people flooding into it.
Y'all need Jesus.
God of protection, we need you.
Like one of the armored officers, like, what in the blazes is that?
Say that again. My ears are ringing.
What?
What?
I can't hear you.
I like cake.
Hit you with a rake.
Yes, I am awake.
Good on you.
Can I put my head around the backside?
This is a device of my own creation.
Well, could you please refrain from using it inside the city?
Yes, I will.
Thank
Note
you.
to self: make a silencer.
It'll do less damage.
Not necessarily. Depends on how silencers work in this universe.
Well, see, there's two ways to look at this. Yes, it's very loud, but one, does a lot of damage. Two, disorients the fuck out of anybody that's not ready for it. It's a win-win!
Thaumaturgy spell.
But what if we're mid-fight and we can't see that he pulled it out? To us,
but we'll know. We'll be used to it.
We'll get prepared.
After like 3 years, we'll get used to it.
Well, it's more of a, it happens, we flinch, we know what happens. Everyone else is like, am I dead yet? And then we get a chance to...
So yeah, you can officially add bad news to your full bad news to your inventory.
Yes.
Good job.
Fuck
and
yeah!
I did mess up on the range. The range has been modified since I last looked at it. It's 200 regular, 800 long distance.
Still is plenty.
So it's 800 before he has to roll disadvantage.
No, it's 200 before he has to roll disadvantage. Anything beyond 200 is a disadvantage.
Still,
and the misfire is also 3, so you have to remember that.
Aye.
3 or lower.
And whenever you're using it, you don't get your bonus shield. So you have to de-equip your shield whenever you use it.
Okay.
God damn.
It's okay. He's not going to be close enough to need a shield.
200 feet. Let me just back up 200 feet and.
Boar, meat shield.
Hey,
tuck and roll.
Boar, you better have earplugs on one side of your head. Kukush.
We get another cart or a horse to just trail Jaw behind us a little bit as a sniper cover.
Has anybody seen the 4th Tremors movie, The Punt Gun?
I mean, it is also a good thing that I have mounted combat and a horse.
Oh wow! Fuck.
Yeah,
Horse that
motherfucker.
A horseback sniper.
Well,
Can-
I am going
Josh,
to go to
should I
bed
worry?
so we
Are
can...
you perfectly fine. Is that...
I think after all that excitement, I'm going to head to bed so we can get off moving in the morning.
Yep.
Before bed, I pray to help myself.
I'm gonna stick my head out of the smithy and I'm gonna keep working until they physically every single person's out of that.
About the time that Jaw is testing out the gun is about the time they start packing up. So
5 hours.
Yeah, roughly 5 hours. So
32 gold, 160 gold.
160.
Yeah, so you write down 160 gold for your work well done.
Damn right.
Damn well done.
Look at me! I make money! Alrighty.
Money from the smithy. He got 100 gold from me.
Also, that would have been 26 damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's 2d12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
damn.
I'm going to, on my way out, take some of the scrap that's actually useful that I know Jacques can use for ammo.
Without pain or with pay?
Well, scrap's thrown away in smithy stuff. Because it can't be used in full craft.
It can still be melted down.
It can still be melted down into tools and stuff.
For a smith, you don't know how scraps work.
So, hold on 1 second here. So, if I was to take it...
That would be a sleight of hand check.
So, it would be a dex check.
Mm-hmm.
And just enough for, a handful of bullets, 5 bullets, so,
Okay, so the DC wouldn't be as high.
So, yeah, enough for, 6 rounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Enough for 7 rounds.
Yeah, enough for a
just
full
a
rotation.
bucket. Just gonna get a bucket
for
so do I add my sleight of hand, and do I also add proficiency or no?
No.
Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand?
No, I don't.
I don't think you do.
Proficiency.
Zorkon, when you're looking at that sheet right there, it's done all the math for you. You just add that number to your d20. That's your proficiency and everything.
Would a 15 get me caught?
So as you look over, you see the pile of scrap that people have kind of thrown into as the day goes on. You look over, everyone's pretty busy with packing up their stations and making sure all the tools are put in the right place. No one noticed.
I'm gonna walk out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Okay. So, is there anything else anyone wants to do before the day winds down?
Sleep. Dream of
Pray to
ham.
Jesus.
Dream of ham. 1 piggy. 2 piggy.
3
Dream of
piggy.
hunting ham with bad news.
It explodes into little hamlets.
Honey baked. Applewood smoked.
It's about to be metal smoked in a second when he shoots into it.
I know the
Alrighty.
punching chicken so hard it's cooked joke is, already a thing, but if we go boar hunting, we're already getting it pre-cooked.
Oh man, I'll keep
So-
my eyes out.
So everybody's heading back and going to bed.
As far as I know.
Oh, excuse me.
So, you all find a restful night's sleep. Wake up the next morning, ready to go.
Let's do it.
Hitch him up, move him out. Let's go.
I'm gonna take my little bag, and while we're walking down, hey Jean, here you go.
What is this?
Little parting gift from the city.
Okay.
You do find probably enough scrap to make If not 5, close, somewhere between 5 to 10 bullets, depending on how well you smelt them.
Thank you.
No problem.
The city gave us that? Or did you take it from the city to give it to him?
Oh no,
not
the city
very
was
For
very
being
gracious.
a little thief, you don't really have much room to criticize people.
Not much subtlety either.
I never said I was criticizing. I could be praising the I could be praising
it
the
sounded
man.
a little condescending to me.
I'm just wondering if he did.
Nah, the city was very gracious for my help.
If you stole, good job. Proud of you.
All right, well, let's get going.
If you stole, bad job. Kalimvor will smite you.
He doesn't
You will be
exist.
judged.
Not before I bitch slap him with a hammer first.
You can try.
I was gonna say, what's sad is that might actually happen.
I'm okay. I never said I'd win. I just said I'm gonna bitch slap him with a hammer first. Alrighty, let's get down to the carton. Let's get going.
Okay. So you hook up the wagon, and Rory, as usual, is complaining.
Ah!
But
Actually, a quick question: has Kelpie like informed us of his bitching? Because all we hear is and Kelpie going, "Shut up."
No, she
nothing.
said a thing about
Okay,
it.
I was just kind of curious.
Nope.
All right. So, you make your way out of the city, and on the road again.
No,
On the road again.
While on the road. While on the road, does anybody want to do anything?
I'm gonna keep a very close eye out for any signs of those crag cats or anything that might like give a hint that something's nearby.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any blank scrolls or harpy leaves.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for dragons.
Can I just?
I'm gonna keep my eyes shut for rest.
Yeah, can I just work on my hilt?
Or I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
And Zorkon, if you're working on the haft, another skill check.
16.
For fuck's sake, my rolls have been awful. I rolled a 9.
9. Pretty
Same
clear
boat.
today.
I'm in the same boat with you, dude.
No, it's pretty clear today. So as you guys travel along, you're in. Oh my goodness, what now?
That's
I rolled an 8, a 10, an 8, and a 10.
Well, at least on the
Maybe if I
bright
turn my
side.
tray or something. Nope, that was 6. That was worse. Let me turn it again. 14. Okay.
12,
I have my
12,
tray
18, 12.
oriented correctly now. We're good.
So as you make your way north to Silvery Moon, you once again have a forest on. This time, a forest to your west, and the mountainous areas and tall hills to your east.
Is that snow on the map that I'm seeing?
There is a little bit of snow on the top of the mountains.
So they tall.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're very
well, no, you said that we're in autumn time, right? So it'd be
Yeah.
cold
Could
as
still be snow
fuck
on
up
top
there.
of them. Yeah, I was about to say,
No,
it could
no.
still be-
I just meant as far as like temperature wise. It's not like middle of summer and they're really fucking high to have snow. It's just it's snow.
Yeah. So you're traveling along. Bor already made a perception check for this. Is anyone proficient in perception?
I think I might be. Oh, if you're
Sadly, I am.
Wait, I'm checking.
I have a +1.
No.
Well, no. If you're looking at it, does it have a black dot on it?
No.
Then you're not proficient.
Wait, you're proficient in
Oh
what?
no, I am. I'm super
Perception.
proficient in perception.
In perception?
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, same here.
I got an 18 because I
18?
have +6.
Oh, fucking. So I
Negative. Are you proficient?
He is.
I have a dot in it. I have a 20 not nat. If I have my proficiency in my perception, yeah, I have a 20 not nat.
Okay.
You don't
So the two of you, as you ride along, Bor's kind of looking for these crag cats, and you both kind of start looking just out of curiosity up at some of the hills and the mountainous areas, and you notice every now and then there's a flash of white
In the
that-
mountains?
and sort of out of the peripheral of your vision, you see a flash of movement and white, and you kind of look, and by the time you look, it's gone. But you keep seeing flashes of movement following your party.
I'm gonna put my woodwork away. Tap Boar on the shoulder. Boar.
Well, yeah, I would have informed him about it. Since you weren't paying attention, right?
I think you informed the party about him.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I'm just get your weapon.
White, and I'm just like whites.
Boar, get your sword ready, just in case something's following
Boar saw it
us.
too.
Yeah, I was the one that saw it.
No, Boar didn't see this. He's been looking around, but he hasn't been able to spot
me
it.
and Eluine saw this.
Yeah, me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were working on the wood stuff. My bad.
No,
I
he
misunderstood that.
He looked. He put it down and said, "I'm gonna tap Boar on the shoulder."
Okay.
Yeah.
And inform him.
What you think, the fiery one or the glaive? I should come up with a name for this, shouldn't I?
Yes, Boar.
Call it Dork.
The one that burst into flames.
I mean, did you name your hammer?
Yes.
What'd you name it?
Cold Heart.
Cold. Ooh.
And Boar's like, "Damn, that's good."
Okay.
I name
Yeah,
my
I'll just kind of have the great sword laid across my lap, not on fire.
Not on fire. All right.
Can I hold an action for anything to jump out of the forest at us?
You can.
Oh, all right.
I do the same with my rapier.
Okay. As you're watching, Boar. No, sorry. Well, actually, yeah. At this point, Boar would notice it too. But Zorkon, Boar, and Eluin, you see as you pass close to a kind of a large rock outcropping, you see a hunched, large feline figure on top of it, and you see it leap towards the cart. Eluin, go ahead and make your attack.
Come on,
23 to hit.
Yes.
23. That hits.
Jesus.
And it also missed its attack on Boar.
Bitch slap that pussy.
1d8 plus 5. 12 damage to it.
12 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you all see this cat as it leaps out at Boar, and you see Elion quickly pull up an arrow and fire into the belly, and it hits and it flinches and veers off of its path to attack and lands on the ground going. And that's what we're gonna pick up next week.
Oh, fuck! I was so ready to start wailing into that fuck.
It has damage to it though. It's already hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad these sessions don't go later so that I'm not waking up my family with lines like, bitch slap that pussy.
Yeah, they're just already awake for it.
All right.
They're expecting it at this point.
Well, sorry this episode's going to be a bit shorter today. I didn't have as much time to prep this week.
No, it's fine.
But
That's okay.
we will hopefully be live again next week. Hopefully Saturday this time, so I have a bit more time to prep. But we hope you enjoyed, and we hope you will join us again next time. Ian, closing announcements?
Well, I can definitely say that I am free for next Saturday, so that's a very good possibility. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Again, keep up with us on Twitter and Instagram. That's where we post when we're going to be starting the stream. And I'm ready to kill a fucking cat.
Bitch slap that pussy.
Stay ham, everyone.
Stay ham.
By the way, that had to be
Apple
my
and
best
smoked.
roll the entire night to hit.
All right.
Well, it's about time to get a good roll. All right, thank you. Bye bye everybody.
Later.
Bye.
See you next time.
Yeah.